toga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the third season of the National Campus Open featuring PUBG Mobile. This is the most awaited collegiate league for PUBGM in the Philippines, and our top teams will be competing for a prize pool of over 150,000 pesos, the right to call themselves the best in the country, and of course, scholarships. Plus, the top four will be competing against other Southeast Asian teams, campus teams, in PvP esports as well. We'll be your shoutcasters for this first map. I'm Hiron. With me is, of course, Kuku TV, and we'll be your shoutcasters for today. Kamusta, Kuku?
Well, ito, busog ako, kakakain lang natin, pero excited ako dito sa susunod na mga kabanata ng ating laban dito sa PUBG Mobile tournament natin. And we're gonna see again yung mga teams natin, like we have yung Arellano Elite, FEUR.
Yeah, take a look natin yung ano.
Yeah.
Yung from last week to, no? Competition is tight. We've got FER maintaining top 2 spot. Arellano Elite are going to be like shooting up from their qualifier placements. We saw Valiant Esports, which was top 1 in the qualifiers. Ngayon, naghahabol na ngayon for right now in top 6. So, a lot of teams, parang crouching tiger, hidden dragon yung ginawa nila sa qualifiers, no?
Right. And actually, meron actually tayong mga balita na dapat sabihin sa ating viewers. We have yung 3MG Vultures. Unfortunately, they're actually not gonna join this afternoon's event. So, medyo malayo nga lang sila, no, when it comes to the scoreboard. 17 points lang ang meron sila. They're currently at 13th place. And there's another one, actually, 2600 are not checking in for the first match. So, they're currently at 9th place, and malaki yung chance nila to be able to go on top number 1 if they're able to, you know, be consistent throughout the whole day. So, meron tayong dalawang teams na wala. This will give other teams a chance to be able to go on top of them.
Yeah, and they really had a chance, I think, to at least get to top 4 if they performed and practiced the whole week and really upped it. But I think for 3MG Vultures, one of their members was sick and can't check in, and the rest of the members kind of like didn't want to play without them. You did mention kanina kung ano ibig sabihin ng 3MG, but you told me that you'd tell me now. Yeah. Well, what does 3MG mean? Yeah.
It is actually 300 MS Gaming. So, ito yung mga players natin na hirap sa sa ping sa laro.
Oo nga.
Yun yung mga matataas yung ping, and they're still playing it even though na yun nga mahirap nga yung ping nila. Pero ito na yung ating mga mapa for this afternoon, and we have the first map going in Erangel.
Yeah, Erangel, start the day off with something classic, something everyone's familiar with. Last week, we had first map Sanhok, and then we got like Erangel and Miramar for the most part. Now we're going to have more of that Erangel action and then balance it out with all that tight Sanhok action later today. Of course, we're still going to see Miramar, so I'm really excited for today's match. So it's going to test, once again, yung consistency ng teams natin. That's one big important thing in one of these, especially in a technically 10-round playoffs, no? And then at the end, well, you're maybe stabilized after 2 Erangels and a Miramar. You get put in Sanhok. You're forced to play in that 4x4 area. It's a lot more intense, and I'm super, super stoked to see how this is all going to end up.
Yeah, and, actually, medyo mahihirapan yung mga teams later on by the time magkaroon na ng Sanhok, kasi nga, yung mga players natin ay sanay na sanay sa mga mapa na agaya ng Erangel and Miramar. And actually, we're gonna start it off with Erangel, and kailangan nilang painitin ang sarili nila with this map, and kailangan nilang manalo agad-agad in order for them to get that momentum until the end of the game. Again, yung sabi mo nga, Hiron, we're gonna get the top 4 teams na lalaban doon sa PvP Esports regional qualifiers. So again, a lot is at stake here, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And like we said, it's not just the 100, the prize pool that we mentioned earlier. It's also all those chances to represent your team. This is once again the biggest, the most awaited collegiate PUBGM league here in the Philippines. So a lot of the stakes are high. Definitely, the stakes are high. The lines have been drawn. The teams want to get in on that PUBGM territory. A lot of our organizations, one of their teams, like Valiant Esports, which was Previously, Piloto got picked up by Valiant Esports, so there's a chance to represent their schools. And the top 4, at the end of the day, will be moving on to face other Southeast Asian campus teams, no, from Singapore, from Thailand, Vietnam, all of those countries. And so that means that we're going to see an international performance from our top 4 teams here. Well, of course, they're not going to be flying, but they're going to be playing against C teams.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to international play, meron mga players na actually nandito sa mga top 4 teams na ngayon na meron tayo na naglaro na internationally. So definitely they have that experience, and what they can do now is to just keep their position right now in the scoreboard, and they can play again internationally as we are in the spawn island dito sa mapa ng Erangel, and this is again the OG map of the game.
OG, and we're going to see how the flight path is going to be in around a minute, see where our teams are most likely to drop, and then we'll see where we go from there. You know, the circle is a very fickle thing, and it depends on a lot. It's going to depend a lot on your playstyle and their preparation, how they prepare, what kind of strategies they bring to the table here to prepare for, to account for that RNG. With the initial circle and how it shrinks further, and everything after that. Survival of the fittest is the name of the game here in PUBG.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, mag-expect ako ng malaki dito sa Arellano Elite sa the likes of the players like Tokyo, Reaper, or even Mayor Zen na naglalaban ngayon dito for Arellano Elite. But there are some teams na kailangan bumawi kasi we have Cutie Patuti, isa sa mga kilalang teams to in PUBG Mobile PH scene na merong isang pro player. He's actually called Demigod, and right now isa siya sa mga naglalaro dito, and most definitely with all of the games na nangyari na before, Hyron, definitely now with 5 more games left, they will try to, make bawi, diba, going in this game.
Yeah, that's definitely it. There's a lot of chances for them to catch up, especially if they eliminate one of the top teams early. Yun yung nakita natin last week with Valiant Esports from Holy Angel University. They started strong in the first 3 maps. They kind of got caught off guard in the last 2 maps from the last week, and now they're sitting at around top 6 here. So they're going to have to struggle to get back up. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot, maybe a little bit more cautious play for them for this week, no? But we're going to have to see the standings. From the qualifiers look a lot different from how they're looking, but we do see the standouts here like Batangas State University Red Spartans and FEU Roosevelt Rodriguez. They're still maintaining their spots in the top 4, same as in the qualifiers. So we're seeing a lot of consistent performance here. And as we see, Flight Path, not the cleanest split down the middle. It is leaning a lot north here, and we do see an early drop here from, I believe, which team's that in orange? Let me double check. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna see a lot of action early here for Erangel.
Right, the flight path comes from the south of Kameshki and onto the western side ng Gatka, so definitely they will be able to go find their way through their usual drop points, and we could see itong Pochinki ay makukuha ng team number 1 if I'm not mistaken. This is Valiant Esports. Yeah, this Valiant Esports na actually isa sa mga teams na kailangan bumawi talaga kasi nga sabing mo nga kanina, Hyron, they were like really consistent all throughout the first 3 games, and then all of a sudden went down on the final last 2 games nung first day na yun. And right now they are going for Pochinki, so this is a really, really good drop. And look at the circle. It is going to the western side of the map. And speaking about Valiant Esports, si Sean, kailangan niya talagang mag-pop off dito sa araw na to. A lot of expectations actually coming from him in the first day. Uy, parang may nagkakabanggaan actually doon sa ating kill feed, and I think this is Santorio and another team going at it.
Okay, looks like Santorio. Oh, a little bit of parkour right there, but yeah, looking at kill feed, no full deaths, I think, just yet. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to back off from that. They'll be satisfied. Santori's gonna be satisfied with that. You don't really want to get into fights like this immediately, and actually, the fact that they're forced to back off from that engagement, even if they could get a down right there, it kind of delays their looting, no? So they're gonna have to really do double time when it comes to preparing for the circle. But it's not like they're too far from the circle here. I think they're around Isnay Poliana here, so not too far from the circle. They do have still a lot of ground to cover and get that loot that they need.
Right, and we have here Sage going up against another team here in Yasay Poliana, and actually itong city na to, definitely it will accommodate 2 to 3 teams, and they will have their own side. And yung western side ng Isnaya ay napunta dun sa Sage Esports, and on the other side naman, we have yung team number 14, which is yung IDCNs, which is actually one of the teams na nandun sa top 4 ngayon. Top number 3 sila currently, and they would really want to protect itong position nila. And kung makuha sila dito ng Sage Esports, it's going to be a big trouble for IDCNs.
Yeah, the players from Iloilo Doctors College, they might not decide to engage here. Looking at how they got most of their points, it is going to be mostly from placements. They still have a lot of kills, 28 total from last week. Maybe we'll see them go aggressive here, but what I'm expecting is they're probably just going to split Yasnaya Poliana in half, get that loot from each side, and just like buzz off, right? That's probably what they're going to do here. They don't want to risk anything in an early engagement like this, especially in a map like Erangel, especially since I think looking at our map, this area is like right at the border. So if they get into a prolonged fight, the chances are going to get higher and higher that maybe they get third-partied by a team like UST, QT Patutis, which did drop on the far east of the map.
Right, and ito si Trix ng IDCNs. Mukhang tinatry na niyang mag-push dito sa side ng Sage Esports, which is actually very, very high risk yung ginagawa niya. And all 4 members of Sage Esports are all together. And when it comes to team number 14, they're like scattered around this vicinity. And I think siguro naririnig na rin yung footstep nitong ni Trix na naka-neutral. Nanonood na si John dito with that DP28. And right now, talagang sinusundan lang ng kanyang ng mata itong si Trix right now. And actually, there's another player right beside him.
Lang sila. Ano gagawin natin, bro? Ano gagawin natin?
Abangan lang.
Yeah. But if he gets caught out in the open, the DP28 is gonna shred him, LMG mounted and loaded nga ang sasabihin niya dito. But for now, though, I think they're just gonna watch each other, see who makes the first move, see who makes the call, makes the call to get out of there, makes the call to push. I do think that Sage will be at a disadvantage here if they are the ones who decide to push. So I think for now they're just gonna chill, wait it out, and see if they will have an opportunity. If not, I will expect them to back off here unless they notice, siguro, and if the IDCNs are not paying attention. But from what we're seeing here, talagang they know where each other are probably gonna be.
Yeah, and this is going to be trouble for Trix. Tinatry niya mag-peek doon sa window na yun, and good thing that John and the other guys from Sage Esports, hindi sila bumarel, and right now John is holding a frag grenade, and this is going to be a big trouble for Trix of IDCNs. And right now, ito na yung kasama niya na si Fried. Fried right now is gonna try to, come closer dito kay Trix. And right now, Trix is just, going for that TPP, looking far on the other side. Akala siguro nila andun sa mga apartment areas pa itong Sage Esports. But Sage Esports are really smart right now. They're using the smarts to be able to fight IDCNs.
Right now, yeah. They know that they're in this direction. But right now, okay, cooking that nade here. Let's see if he gets the Kobe in. No, he's going to cancel that. Doesn't make the call just yet. Might be a little bit too risky. Yeah, they do have the advantage of uncertainty. They know they're in this direction, but they don't exactly know how close. So the moment that one of their members, okay, now it would be if Sage knows, looks like Sage has an idea na hindi na niya pinapanood yung windows dito. They're going to try and push up here. This DP28 here might be very devastating when he's able to push here, but it seems like they do have an idea of where they might be.
And actually, itong push ng Sage Esports, this will actually be heard by Trix, and Trix actually went out of the way already with that immediately. With that knockdown dito sa may Sage Esports natin.
Yeah, this is still going to be a 2v4 though, because the rest of her team have to follow up on that vehicle. So it is going to be a 3v3 right now. One of them might be going for the defense. John might go for the flank here. Gets chased back inside, goes up the stairs. Maybe Asterix here will be able to get up here. Yes, it does seem that both of them are going to be a 4v4. Who's going to make the call to go inside though? The grenade hits 2 here. Sage. A good holdout from them so far. This might cause them to go and push out for the 4v2 here. One of them, Kicks, is gonna go down. Jet's gonna go down as well into the smoke, firing into the smoke. Not gonna happen too far. John has to back up his team, but Freed is here for the flank. And that is going to be a full wipe here against Sage. They had a good initial two knock with a nade, but after that, they just forced the issue, and it was too much.
And that is because of Fried going onto the other side of that engagement. Hindi nila nakita itong si Fried na pumunta dun sa kabila, and it was almost Sage Esports winning it all. However, because of Fried, they were still alive now, and they will be the kings of Yasnaya Poliana. But we switch over here dito sa team number 4, and I think this is Red Spartans na nanalo ng chicken dinner from last time. And ang titignan natin dito, Hiron, ay si Opti na talagang ang lakas niya nung last time na nakita natin.
Yeah, and this is gonna be against the Nawan City Academy's Gurkha Army, ALC, no? So this is still going to be a risky prospect, so Leo has to back off a little bit. That tree is not going to be good cover if they hit it from different angles. He's going to have to hold out and wait for his team for now. Yeah, he's just going to med up. It is expending some resources, but Gurkha Army can't really go for the push on one man because it's going to be, they might get flanked by the other members. But for now, this could actually just be a 4v2 if the rest of Gurkha Army is not able to respond.
Right, it's actually a 4v3 because there's one on top of the mountain here, and right now it's just all alone right now for Lexi. Raki with that M4 will now be pushing in. Itong
thirsting to kill.
Oh, that's a UMP45 kill there. So 1 point for Gurkha Army, but on the top of the mountain is Opti, yung sinasabi kong player ng team number 4. And right now they're having a hard time, and this is actually a really bad play for team 4.
Definitely, they do lose that one member. That is going to be really rough for later. That's 1 point here. He does have a pretty good ACOG scope on it to try and get that hill locked down. And 1 kill though could be enough. They might just have to call it off here at this point, unless they really want to go for the revenge. But they still have to get saving Private Ryan, to get out of that 1v4 situation again.
Yeah, and actually, Opti, hindi siya papayag na, na hindi siya makaisa dito sa Gurkha Army. Even though na dalawa na ang napitas from their team, you will still try to rotate all the way to the backside ng Gurkha Army. And as Gurkha Army is actually using the buildings or the houses around this area, actually, that's a really good strategy for team number 14. And right now, it's up to only Opti, and I think this is Dynamo, who is alive for them, and with that 4x scope, he can definitely see some players na naglo-loot or nakatambay lang sa mga bahay-bahay. But again, it is a long shot here, Hiron.
And it is a DP28, which does not really have the same kind of sniping potential as the rifles. And it does seem like he's going to try and get some opportunistic shots here. Does get a few hits in, no knockdowns, unfortunately. And I think this is mostly to cover his teammates' escape, no? Make sure that they're threatened, not make sure that they can't push up too far. I think it's going to be mission success. Let's see if he can get a knockdown. Maybe, catches a few bullets there. They're shooting back, but a DP28 hits hard when it hits.
Totoo yan, actually. Isa to sa mga magagandang baril dito sa Erangel, and you can only get it in Erangel, as you can see that headshot coming from Opti. EJ needs help, and right now,
and he's cut off
Army,
here.
Yeah, Gurkha Army needs to go for that revive right now, quick. Kasi pag hindi nila ginawa to, yung isang player nila na si Dynamo can try to go for that flank on the other side or other angle, as Opti is still looking with that 4x scope.
Angle. He stopped watching the angle. I think he was scared that someone might be pushing up to him, but that actually means that he didn't have Overwatch to prevent the revive there. So they're just gonna hard give up on that as well, despite the good opportunity that knockdown gave them. I really think he should have kept Overwatch over the area. Make sure that if everyone wants to go for the res, they're gonna have to risk getting knocked down. But can't really cry over spilled milk. Let's see if we're gonna have a pickup here on the supply drop. Looks like this is gonna be Team 2 FEU Roosevelt Rodriguez FEUR. Let's see what goodies they get from this one.
Yeah, let's see if they can get those MG3s or maybe an AWM. Pero yung engagement kanina ng Gurkha Army at ng Red Spartans mukhang nag-disengage
they're gonna see each other here.
Opti, and ito na yung Koenigsegg na kotse. This is the showroom, and you can actually use this spot here to be able to get some cover. Pero FEUR is a smart team. They would try to go for a different spot, maybe a higher ground. Kasi yung circle natin, Hiren, it's actually going onto the
Far
quarry
west
area,
natin, oh.
which is actually a very mountainous area.
And you'll really want to have those vehicles to scale that slope very, very quickly. Otherwise, you're gonna have to climb up and be at the mercy of people taking Overwatch on that hill here. Let's see. Team 4, it is still Batangas State University Red Spartans. 2 members down, looking to stabilize. I think they've arrived on the western shore of the map here, and that's going to give them a little bit of breathing room. They're not at big risk to find other players looking to enter the circle here, so they could be just looking to chill for now and not take any fights. Meanwhile, the FE Roosevelt Rodriguez team might be finding Arellano elites here if they're not careful with their routing.
Right, and Arellano Elite is actually the #1 team right now, and they're going up against FEUR,
The
which
number
is
two.
the #2 team. So this is actually a really good matchup na nakikita natin. And this team, itong player na to actually from Arellano Elite is using the buildings so good, going onto the roof and having a more verticality advantage over FEUR. Pero yun nga, yung FEUR, nag-rotate sila all the way far away from this spot. And alam
Ayaw
nila siguro na may tao. Syempre makikita mo at
Oh.
may nakapark na kotse dyan and everything. Pero right now, we are seeing Team 5 looking over at Team 14.
So this is Iloilo Doctors College being scouted out here by Team 5, which I believe... let me double check here for Team 5. But yeah, that was IDC in their scope at that point, and meanwhile Team 5 is going to be Snow and Friends here. Snow and Friends.
Snow and Friends. Sino kaya dyan si Snow? Yun yung tanong ko dyan eh. Kasi wala naman Snow dyan eh. We have Kenzo.
From Tarlac State University, yeah.
We have... Oh! What a shot there from Meepo.
Nasty.
M4 shot. And right now, it's up to them if they can push. Mukhang nire-ready na nila yung mga sasakyan nila dito. Pero looks like they will try to, stay put as there are like 3 members left alive within their team. Si Fried medyo nanggigigil ata. Gusto niyang i-push yan with the RB car. And right now, they're not really gonna go for the finish. They're just gonna go for that scare na parang wag kayong tumingin dito kasi ma-headshot kayo sa amin.
Yeah, especially with the Russian holo here. It's not going to, compared to the ACOG here, it's not going to be too much magnification on Overwatch for that hill. So let's see if Meepo is the one with the opportunity here to catch anyone trying to escape. And they are on the west side of the map here, so they're not going to be at too big of a risk to get flanked only from the east here if someone's going to try and third party. So for now, you're just watching each other. Usual Erangel fare of just waiting to see who makes the wrong decision first, who gets antsy and tries to go for a push and pulls the trigger. We're gonna have to see though.
Yeah, at, actually magiging mahirap to for Team 14 if there will be someone na malilikuran sila doon sa side nila kasi they're gonna be sandwiched between these two teams. And there is part of that spot na meron sila doon na pwede talaga silang mapwestohan ng ibang team. So right now, they better be careful with their positioning. And right now, it is good that Team 5 is still going for the spot onto the western side rather of the whole map of Erangel. And parang nagano na sila, nag-split na sila dito. Duo split ang ginawa ng Team 5 dito, and they're going for that duo split, having more angles for team number 14.
Meanwhile, Notre Dame, Siena School of Marbel, and the SSM aspect here, trying to just nothing too crazy. They actually only have 3 members checked in for this game, so they're gonna have be a little bit behind on manpower, especially if they meet the IDCians here, which I think they have scouted out. They don't want to engage right now. They're just gonna keep position here and get just a little bit of a picnic outside on the tables, trying to parkour over to the roof. There we go, he gets it, and this is gonna give him a little bit of advantage here. The slope of the slanted nature of this roof, not giving him too much cover from here, but it is there if ever that IDCians push up.
And the circle updated here in this map, and mukhang wala tayong water circle for this map. We're gonna have the circle right there above Quarry, and almost everyone else is actually inside the circle, just Gurkha Army na nasa may lower right portion ng ating mapa ay kailangan pumasok ngayon sa bilog. And actually, yung Arellano Elite, gitnang-gitna talaga sila ng mapa.
And they are on the spotlight, being number one as well. So as soon as someone finds, uy, nasa kill feed na knockdown yung Arellano Elites, they might go for the opportunity kill. But yeah, lots of damage onto that off-road. I think they're going to have to back off there. But does get the knockdown. He is getting covering fire from the hills here, pushing Veyron out of kill range there. But the rest of his team, they are going to try and finish off. Ooh. That's going to be Team 7 right there. Arellano Elite striking back from the middle of the circle.
Yeah, and this is the advantage of Arellano Elite. They can actually just, pick and choose kung saan sila pwedeng mag-spray ng kanilang mga baril. And there are those teams na nagro-rotate from the outside and actually coming from the edges then ng ating bilog. And they really want to get that middle portion, which is the usual meta dito sa PUBG Mobile. And right now, they're just waiting on which one will be next.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is Team 16 here. New Era University Paradigm Eterna getting flushed out, running for the hills here as they're going to get attacked from the side. One of them's going to go down fully. One of them's going to fight back here indeed. It's going to be a very, very tough fight around these hills here, but they are up against Iloilo Doctors College, who are hungry to maintain their spot. The top 3, top 4, yan yung mga teams na mas delikado yung yung position nila sa top 4. So now, alam natin na that IDCians, they're hungry for those points. They want to get up in the rankings to maintain a safer spot getting into the PvP Esports regional championships here.
Right, and it's also the same for Paradigm Eterna, as he's actually going to be taken down here by Veyron. And right now, the push is in for IDCians. And mukhang maiiwanan na yung isa nilang player dito. Mukhang ibibigay na nila itong si Kronos, who will be killed with that UMP-45 by Fried. And Fried already has 3 kills here, Hiron.
And overall, 7 kills for his team. That does make up a little bit for losing one member. No, that's instantly 7 points for you. Obviously, there's still 12 teams. And sobrang laki ng gap if they get knocked out here. So I think they're going to play it safe here. They do have a lot of resources. They've already killed, like, 2 teams? That's a lot of meds and nades that they're going to have ready for the final few circles. I think now they can afford to chill a little bit unless their backs are to the wall.
Right, and the NDSSM aspect right now is going to try to push itong other side ng swamp area na kung saan yung IDCians natin. And actually, I love how IDCians is playing it right now, Iron, because they're actually so aggressive going for those engagements. Coming from Yasnaya now here, right above quarry area, dun sa may swamp area, they're actually really so aggressive as they're fighting again one more squad. Kanina, Paradigm Eterna, ngayon naman, NDSSM aspect naman ng kalaban nila.
Oh, and here it is going to be pretty much even, no? Like, they're missing one member on IDCians, but here it's just going to be a straight up 3v3 if IDCians are going to fight it off here. I think once they find out na tatlo lang sila, they're going to try and be more aggressive. I did say they can afford to be a little bit more cautious here.
Ooh.
But looks like the IDCians are hungry for blood, dude. I don't think the Hippocratic Oath applies anymore to the Iloilo Doctors College boys. And I think they're going to try and get some headshots. Ooh, nice. Kind of a jiggle-prone peek kind of deal going on with Fred here. We're going to see if he challenges the angles even further. He is going to get shot from 2 windows here if he's not careful. So he needs to pick and choose his timings.
Right, at si Fried, nakakatuwa yung ginagawa niya. Parang nag-show off siya dun. Just grabbing that crossbow and trying to go for that one-shot hit with that crossbow. Pero yun nga, pinalitan niya agad with that M4. And right now, the SSM aspect is actually getting pressured as the circle has shifted again to the western side of the map. And grabe yung magiging rotation nito as we see there, dun sa may babalang ng Red Spartans men or Arellano Elite. There's so many teams on their cars right now just trying to go for the push inside the circle.
And this is where the fire gets hot. You know, this is when the wind gets high and the fire's hot for Erangel. When you have like 11, 12 teams remaining on the 4th or 5th circle phase, it gets spicy real fast. As soon, especially in terrain like this na hindi siya sobrang urban, no? There's just like small neighborhoods, small compounds. It's really going to get hot, and it's all about the preparation and positioning and gatekeeping other teams from getting in. So here we're going to have to see Tanawan City Academy Gurkha Army here gonna try and get an in into the circle, but they're probably gonna get gate kept by FE Roosevelt and another team here who is in blue, and I think that's our How Valiant Esports.
Oh, yung Team 1, which is yung
Mhm.
Valiant Esports, nasa may edge lang ng zone, and FEUR can, go for that gatekeep. And yun nga lang, si Demigod with that DB28,
Oof.
mukhang inisprayan na itong Gurkha Army.
Yes,
And
Santorio's getting into a fight up there in the
Yeah.
hills too. Parang rinig na rinig ng FE Roosevelt, ano nangyari dun sa labas? Yeah, it does look like, this is going to be a pretty big engagement here. USD Cutie Patuti's under fire by the Gurkha Army. Oh, look at that. Long shot. They're gonna knock down one member. So ngayon, ang nag-iisang up dito para sa Gurkha Army si Dylan. And mukhang mahirap kayanin ito. So he's gonna get one member up. Let's see if they're gonna get pushed in by USD, cover themselves with the smoke here. Pero marang it's going to be hot here, right? Like it's a lot of the teams are gonna be like smelling the blood in the water around here, and we already see USD overlooking this area. It's gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel here soon.
Right, and ang ganda ng position ngayon ni Demigod from Cutie Patuti, and meron ding team number 4 na nasa side, so kailangan niyang tingnan din yung nasa side niya, si Dynamo na nandoon, and si Opti din ng Red Spartans. And right now itong Gurkha Army nahihirapan din at the same time, but again yung circle natin ay pa-close na rin, going to the 5th phase. Ang tanong dito, saan pupunta yung Bilog, Hyron?
Oh,
wow, walang katao-tao sa loob, man.
And that there's also like I don't know if that supply drop is worth going for, but with all of the teams not in the circle, that means it's no man's land, right? Everyone is gonna try and go in, gonna try and finish off the kill here. So that's 1 point to Gurkha Army. 2 of their members are down. Are they just gonna cut their losses and leave here, or are they gonna try and force the revives in the smoke? The rest of our teams are hungry for those kills. We got Team 4 here as well. They got 1 member down. There's gonna be FEUR here fighting it off. I believe this is Arellano State University, or Arellano University, Jose Abad Santos campus rather. Arellano Elite is gonna be in a little bit of a pickle here. Yun nga, sobrang chaotic dahil yung circle natin walang tao.
Oh, and yung circle talagang going to the western side, coming from parang half ng middle area, tapos pumunta ng west side. Talagang ang hirap ng rotation na yan. And actually kanina yung Digital Warriors, team number 13, talagang wala na silang no choice kundi pumasok talaga doon sa loob ng Bilog. And actually that was a really bad rotation wherein merong kalaban na nandoon sa area na dadaanan nila. Kumbaga hindi nila na-scoutan ng maigi yung ginawa nilang pag-rotate, and they're down to I think 1 last remaining player. As we could still see, FEUR still alive and still at the edge of the zone.
Yeah, and they are still maintaining. They don't have any kills right now, which means that they've been playing really safe. They didn't see any good opportunities to push, which means that the IDCians are probably going to usurp their number 2 spot, or even go up to number 1, depending on how the last top 3 of our circle is going to be. So for now, though, they're safe. They're satisfied with this, but I'm sure that they're hungry. They want those skills to maintain their spot in the top 2.
Yeah, definitely. And itong FEUR, they're not really going for the aggressiveness because they're in the edge of the zone, and alam nila na may tao dun sa harapan, which is yung Santorio Esports, and also here sa likod. Oh yeah, nasa sandwich sila ng dalawang team, and on the kill feed, still yung Gurkha Army, hirap na hirap actually sa kanilang sitwasyon. And I think they're actually outside the
Kapit-bahay lang yung dalawang to.
Oh.
And which is gonna be dangerous. If Gurkha Army is like an animal, like back to the wall, a cornered animal, they might just go for a really feral push, which means that FER is gonna have a few opportunities. But it does seem like that How here is gonna try and go for the push against FER, make sure that they can get those points to shoot up in the rankings. The circle is not in favor of them, and looks like one of their members is gonna have to enter the same compound, the same house that FER is, and Circle is just gonna hang around here for the next minute or so. What's the rest of FU gonna do against this assault by How Valiant Esports?
Well, right now, one of the players of Valiant Esports will be taken out, and only 2 members left. Si Sean na lang at si Ton ng Valiant Esports. Oh, and the nade! What a throw there! Coming from FEUR. And mukhang isa na lang ang natitira for Team Valiant Esports.
The awareness. FEU knew na, okay, dahil yung circle nandun, pwede natin i-deduce na dun lang siya pwede. Meanwhile, though, Santorio looking to make some opportunistic attacks here against the noise that's been happening around here, but one of their members just gets wiped out immediately. So that's another kill to FEU. They're getting the kills that they need to match IDCians. Meanwhile, FEU, can they get one more kill here against Santorio?
Actually, sobrang ganda ng awareness ng FEUR. They know where to look at, and there's like two teams sandwiching them, and even though na-sandwich sila, Hiron, this is really good because they're able to take control of that situation. And right now, Demigods,
Meanwhile,
actually si Ton ng Valiant Esports rather, ay na-revive itong si Sean.
And I do think we're seeing Arellano Elites here fighting off earlier against IDCians. Did IDCians get wiped out? Does seem like it. Wala na nakikitang orange or yellow sa mapa natin. IDCians get knocked out early. Top 7 finish for them in round 1, which means FEUR is now nakahabol na sila. Kanina 0 kills. In a flash, 7 kills na sila. Matching IDCians, and they're gonna exceed them even more. Maintaining their spot in the top 2 here. Let's see kung Arellano Elites though. Gutom na gutom sila. They're kind of split apart. Meanwhile, we're gonna see 2 teams here. FEU looks like they're gonna get hard gate kept here by Team 4, by Batangas State University Red Spartans. Meanwhile, it is going to be Team 5, Snow and Friends here. Gonna have a lot of trouble in the wheat fields here. Gonna try and get knocked out. Arellano University, Jose Abad Santos Campus team, Arellano Elites on that high ground, looking to be kings of the hill.
Yeah, and this is a really good play coming from them. They're getting the high ground. Definitely, they will be able to see everyone else na nandito pa rin sa mapa ngayon. And right now, Dynamo will actually be taken out there. Opti na lang ata ang natitira. Actually, si Dynamo buhay na buhay pa rin. I think with just a very low HP there, he needs to heal up. And ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, Hiron, si Opti. When it comes to those final moments, kapag kabuhay yan, he can try to go for that clutch.
Looks like it. And looks like Arellano Elites here, very well-rounded team. They have someone that can clutch. They have someone to go for those assaults when they need to and make the call to go for positioning. It does seem like they were able to take early control of the supply drop earlier, which means that they are in a very, very good spot here.
Right, and Santorio Esports, buhay na buhay pa rin actually. Isa siya sa mga dahilan kung bakit nawala si Sinatra ng Santorio Esports. Ba't nawala yung FEUR? Talagang inubos ng mga teams from the surroundings. Hindi sila nakapasok sa loob, and right now, we have one of the players of Arellano Elite using that AWM.
Mukhang, they're really taking advantage of it here using that long scope control. Kasi yun nga, it's a very rural area yung last circle natin. So when you control the high ground, plus you have that AWM, yeah, you're gonna get those op-on shots right there that we're gonna have to see. Batangas gonna get flanked here by Team Arellano Elite. So he's gonna go for a prone immediately to cover himself from any counterattack from Santorio, which means there's only 2 teams left, and I think that's all she wrote here. Hinintay na lang, nag-hold out na lang si Ryu, titignan niya kung ma-pick off siya ng isa dito.
Right, parang inaantay na lang niya na makuha nila yung top number 2, and actually, he was successful. Oh, then there he goes. Sinatra will be able to take out Mer Zen. At dalawa na lang dito, baka maklatch pa to, 2v1, Hiron.
And it doesn't seem like they're healing up just now. Talagang guerrilla warfare. Walang cover. Okay, may smoke bomb dito. Let's see how this nade gives me a few opportunities. Gonna try and throw back some nades as well. Healing up while in the cover of night. Oh no, if he equalizes it by taking down one of the members of Arellano Elite, this could be very, very dangerous. But if he gets the revive here, no. Oh no, that's just going to be Arellano Elites here denying Santorio that clutch.
Well, I mean, that is a winner chicken dinner for Arellano Elite. Talagang hirap na hirap si Sinatra doon sa location niya na yun. It was a very awkward angle din,
pero
to be honest.
It could have happened. It could have happened.
Oh, it could have happened kung na-knockdown niya yung isang player nung Arellano Elite na nag-try mag-save dun sa side nila. And it's just that wala nang smoke eh. Naubos na yung smoke and wala na siyang cover na pwede niyang gamitin. And again, congratulations to Arellano Elite getting 10 kills as well.
Yeah, so looks like a lot of our players really went all out to get those kills. Unfortunately, I do think that IDCians, they got knocked out like top 7, top 8, which means that despite their good start, no, they're not gonna be able to get as much as they wanted from this match. So with that one finish, I'm excited to see how round 6 is gonna end. I'd just like to give a shout out to some of our viewers here. Togonon Ziel
Mhm.
dito. Parang nagpapa-shoutout sa'yo, Kuko.
Oo.
50 stars ang sinend niya.
Actually, sinoutout ko na gamit ng chat,
Oo.
pero thank you very much dun sa stars na
Oo.
yan. Actually, si
Anathema
yan,
device here.
si Madam Empress yan ng Santorio
Oh.
Esports. She's actually the leader ng Santorio Esports.
And
Very,
here,
very supportive leader.
And Anathema device here. Go Paradigm Eternal now. They did get pretty far here. There was a chance for them to really clutch that out. No, 30 stars. And then, yeah, maraming salamat. But yeah, here, looks like we're gonna have another spicy PUBGM Collegiate Day. Ko.
Yeah, totoo yun. Actually, first game pa lang talagang exciting na ang laban. It was not like nung last time, nung first day, wherein talagang nag-aamuyan or nagsascoutan pa yung mga players natin from all of the teams. But right now, they know already what to do. And nakita naman natin yung mga expectation ko, like Opti being there in the final moments. Ang problema lang talaga nila was they were like down with only 2 members left and na-overrun sila nung Arellano Elite.
And I know you guys are excited for our next match, which I believe is going to be on Miramar. But first, before we go for the break, I'd just like to thank our sponsors. NCO 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, and Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner. So kung gusto nyo ng Logitech G gear to supercharge your gaming setup so you can keep playing, check out nyo lang in logitech.acadarena.com right now. Get yourself a good mouse, a good headset as well.
Yeah, and also, guys, AcadArena recently launched its newest cycle of scholarships that are open to all student gamers. So if you have siblings, cousins, or mga kaibigan who are in senior high school or college, they could apply right now for scholarship grants. Just visit acadarena.com/scholarships and get our chance to be one of the hashtag AcadArena Scholar. And also, guys, if you want to bring esports to your school, make sure to go to this website. By the way, this is the AcadArena Alliance program, and Alliance members clubs get access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, event support, and of course the Globe Esports Merit Scholarship. You have to go to this website, guys, acadarena.com/alliance.
And I think that's what we have for you for our first game. Madami pa tayo for today. We'll be seeing you after a short break. I am Hiron. With me was Cuckoo TV. We'll be back with Luna Sky and Cuckoo. Don't go away.
Globe. Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung kariton ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na.
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball.
And welcome back, guys, to the third season of the National Campus Open featuring PUBG Mobile. We are back here. My name is Kuku TV, and I'm now with the lovely Miss Luna Sky. Hi, Luna Sky. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm good, I'm good. So yan, nakita ko yung kanina, grabe, ang intense pala ng mga laro. Grabe. Lalo ni Santorio 'di ba? Last previous games, medyo naging kulalat sila. Pero ngayon, bumawi sila second place and kitang-kita ko sa comment section, sobrang daming fans ng Santorio and sobrang talagang porsigido ang kanilang leader. Talaga
Yeah.
stand ng star. So thank you, Miss Zeal, for
Yeah.
sending that stars. Ayan.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Empress. Shoutout sa'yo. Ayan na, nag-shoutout na ako sa'yo, Madam Empress. Pero, yun nga guys, again, this is the most awaited collegiate league in the Philippines. Again, yung top teams natin will be competing for a prize pool of over 150K pesos and the right to call themselves the best in the country. And, get a chance to get gaming scholarship again para dito. And also, the National Campus Open wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors and partners. NCO 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, and Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner. And actually, shoutouts din sa mga partners natin like yung Logitech G if you're looking to supercharge your gaming setup so you can, hashtag keep playing. Check out yung Logitech's amazing gaming gear at logitech.acadarena.com right now. And now, pag-usapan natin Luna Sky. Sabi mo nga, ang daming sumusuporta sa comment section from Santorio. At parang nakita na natin to Luna Sky dati na kapag maraming nagsusuporta sa comment section, kumbaga nagsho-show up sila na na-encourage yung mga players natin na mas galingan pa nila sa laro.
Yes, kaya nga parang mukhang na-hype ang mga ating mga players ngayon dahil kitang-kita nyo naman from bottom naging top halos. Konting-konting sayaw na lang Santorio, baka kayo pa ang kumuha ng first sa second chicken dinner for our Miramar map. So ayan, ating second map for today is Miramar. Ayan.
Right, and the Sandy Lands na Miramar, napakainit na mapa. And actually, ito yung pinakamalaking competitive map ngayon sa PUBG Mobile. And nakita na nga natin kung paano naging sobrang sikip actually nung mga final moments ng ating bilog going in 6th phase until 7th phase. Talagang sobrang sikip. And it's going to be the same here in Miramar, especially gagamitin ng mga teams natin yung mga higher grounds, yung mga ridges,
Tama.
para hindi sila matamaan ng mga bala na galing dun sa mga other teams. And dito rin natin makikita, Luna Sky, yung meta when it comes to bolt action rifle
Yes.
and sa mga DMRs, right?
Yes, tama-tama. Lalabas na ang ating mga players na magaling mag-sniper. Ayan. Dahil ang Miramar ay punong-puno ng sniper. Yeah, tama-tama yan. And by the way, guys, while waiting sa ating second game, let's go dun sa ating TikTok and follow AcadArena from campus memes down to best collegiate streams. Or stream, sorry. Make sure to follow AcadArena. And then if you're part of the 1,000 followers ng AcadArena, you get a chance to win some of our weekly giveaways. Ayan. And of course, use our hashtag, ang ating hashtag AA TikTok giveaway. Ayan, to make your entry count. Ayan. So yung mga mahilig mag-TikTok dyan, go follow AcadArena TikTok.
Ayan, parang si Luna Sky lang. Mukhang mahilig ka rin yatang mag-TikTok, Luna Sky.
Manood-nood lang, gano'n.
Ayan, manood lang. Ako din naman. Nod lang, pero walang post. Kahit i-check nyo pa yung profile ko sa TikTok, walang post yan. Pero yun nga,
konti lang.
Luna Sky, pwede silang diba? Pwede silang manalo doon
Yes,
sa
meron silang mga
pa-TikTok ng
giveaway
AcadArena.
sa TikTok.
Ayan.
Yes. Basta don't forget the hashtag, guys. AA TikTok giveaway. Ayan. So post your memes or mga streams nyo or mga highlights, ayan, ng PUBG Mobile or kahit any games. Ayan.
Right. And actually, sa mga nanonood dyan, please don't forget to, keep on sharing this live stream para mapanood ng mga ka-schoolmates nyo or mga ka-university nyo yung laban na
Tama.
to. Especially, syempre, mas maganda kung lahat ng mga tao doon sa university nyo ay sumusuporta doon sa
Tama.
team na nagre-represent para sa inyo. And actually,
Mhm.
maraming mga comments dito coming from Santorio, from Aleriano, and there's also from AU, from TCA Senior High. So talagang ang daming nagsusuporta. And actually, let's talk about Miramar now na meron nga tayong dalawang teams na wala. This will just give them more cities na pwede nilang ilutan, 'di ba? Luna
Yes,
Sky?
tamang-tama yan. And advantage talaga yan sa mga medyo bottom level ngayon sa ating mga players. Pero kayang-kaya yan nila. For sure, kitang-kita nyo naman, sobrang mukhang hype na hype ang mga players today dahil alam na nila na finals na.
And right now, Luna Sky, actually, let's try to check yung ating mga teams kanina. Nung final moments, we have Arellano Elite. We also have Santorio Esports. And I think yung isa doon was yung Red Spartans. Sila Opti. And
Okay.
talagang nahirapan yung mga no. Ay, actually, ito na yung scoreboard
Ayan
natin,
na nga.
guys. Sa ating map number 1, Erangel and Arellano Elite, just getting all of those points in. 25 total points, just map number 1 here for today. And Santorio Esports on that second place, getting 21 points. Red Spartans natin getting 13, even though dalawa na lang silang natira midway through until the end. So talagang lumaban talaga yung
Lumaban
team
din
ng Red
talaga.
Spartans. And at the same time, FUR talagang na naswertehan lang talaga sila sa bilog. And then nahirapan na sila mag-rotate papunta sa loob ng ating bilog. But ito na nga
True.
pala.
Ayan
Ito
na.
na yung ating spawn island, mga kaibigan. Nasa prison area na tayo ng Miramar. And looks like we're gonna start in a minute here.
Yes, so tamang-katama na dito. Mukhang ready na ang ating mga players for our second game. Kitang-kita nyo naman, talagang naglalakad-lakad na sila sa ating spawn area. At mukhang excited na silang bumawi sa ating second game.
Right. Ito yung part sa laro na pwede kang mag-practice mag-parkour, 'di ba? Luna Sky.
Tama, ayan
So,
na.
kumbaga
Kitang-kita nyo naman, no? Si number 12, sino ba ito? Yung pangalan, pero mukhang practicing na siya ng recoil niyan sa DP28.
pero ang problema walang DP28 sa Miramar.
Yun nga eh.
Yun lang yung problema niya
Inaayos lang
dyan.
niya yung pagka-recoil niya. Ayan, inaayos
Mm.
niya ang kanyang tutok.
Well, right now, guys, it's gonna start in less than a minute. Around 35 seconds left na lang yung ating oras. And I'm kind of interested kung ano yung magiging flight path natin here in Miramar. And if I remember it correctly, nung last time na nandito tayo, Luna Sky, yung mga flight path natin was like safe flight paths. To be honest, hindi siya yung ganun kahirap na flight path wherein mahihirapan kang pumunta doon sa lugar na gusto mong puntahan.
Tama. More on west side ata last time eh, no? So, tinan natin. And, tinan natin kung mapupunta tayo sa ating mga hotspot, which is Pecado or San Martin. Ayan, saktong-sakto, Kuku.
Oo.
Kita mo, gitna.
Right. It's actually a really, really safe flight path again here in Miramar. And right now, coming from La Cobriera until ng south side ng Los Leones. So, definitely mapupuntahan yung favorite spot mo, Luna Sky, which is yung El Pozo.
El Pozo, yep, that's
Mapupuntahan din yung favorite spot ko, which is yung Hacienda del
San
Patron.
Ay, oo nga
Ayan.
pala, Hacienda ka nga pala. Oo.
Hacienda dropper ako. And yung gusto ng karamihan na nasa comment section ngayon, Pecado. Kasi
Pecado, syempre.
gusto nila ng mga Pecado Wars. Tama ba, Luna Sky?
Tama yun. For sure, alam na natin sinong magdodrop sa ating Pecado, ating Valiant Esports. And yun nga, speaking of Valiant Esports, kailangan nilang bumawi.
Right. Because, parang hindi ko alam kung ano nangyari sa kanila, Luna Sky. Parang bumaba yung level ng gameplay nila. Starting
Oo,
that match
inalat
number
daw
4
sila.
nung last time. And coming in dito naman sa mapa ng Erangel kanina. Talagang hirap na hirap din sila makabawi. Especially na nag-gatekeep sila
Yun
ng
nga lang.
FEUR. So ngayon, kung merong mang sasabay sa kanila, which is probably NDSSM aspect, siguro dumaan lang sa Pecado.
Sana nga bumawi sila dahil sayang din yung pinakita nila ng mga first 2 games ng qualifiers eh. So, kailangan talaga nilang bumawi.
Right. And
Ayan.
mukhang nakuha na nila yung mga drop points nila. We have people in the ruins area. Ito yung napakalayong city dito sa Miramar, and also someone in La Cabrera, which is yung Santorio Esports natin. And there will be 2 teams in El Pozo.
Oo nga. Ayan. Mukhang magugustuhan nilang loot dyan. Tingnan natin sino nag-drop sa Pecado. We have 2 teams as well, no? Sa Pecado.
Actually, may malapit lang na isa, which is dun sa may
Yeah.
parang warehouse area na malapit
And
sa
Power
Pecado.
Grid as well. May nag-drop din doon.
Mm.
Ayan
Uy,
ang
yung
ating
bilog.
first zone. Kuko.
Right.
Mukhang medyo mahihirapan din sila going to the zone dahil medyo part of the water. Siguro. Pero tingnan natin later on.
Well, I mean, naglaro na ako ng classic dati dyan sa Miramar na yan. And ganito rin yung bilog noon. And pumunta sa bilog yung yung circle. So, tingnan natin. Pero right now, there are some teams actually fighting in Pecado. And mukhang may madadrop doon na isa
Ayan na
sa
nga guys.
Pecado.
Team
And
6 and Team 14.
parang rematch to. Luna Sky kanina sa
Oo,
Yasnaya.
kanina sa Sage. Yes, kailangan bumawi na Sage natin dito.
Parang nag-usap sila dito. Parang sige, tayo lagi ang maglalaban Yasnaya muna, ngayon naman ay El Pozo. At ito nakita na nga ni Pride, and Pride will get
Oh,
that
tumas
M16.
agad.
Oh my goodness. Ang ganda ng ginawa ng team ng IBC Yans. And right now, mukhang isa na lang ang matitira for Team Sage Esports. And this is going to be in na lang ang natitira dito. At mukhang bobombahan na ni Mipo itong si N.
Sobrang aggressive ngayon guys ng ating mga teams. Naku, oh!
Boom!
Grabe. Ang bilis. Grabe, 13 teams na agad tayo guys. Na-eliminate na ngayon ang ating Sage Esports. Grabe. Ano kaya ang ginagawa ngayon ng ating Sage Esports?
Grabe Ito Lunas kaya, mas matagal pa ang inantay ng Sage Esports sa lobby kaysa dun sa laro nila. Yun yung
Nako.
pinakamahirap sa lahat.
Nako, umiyak na siguro ngayon sila. Pero for sure naman guys, babawi ang ating Sage Esports sa ating third game mamaya. Pero tingnan natin ngayon, mukhang happy ngayon ng team na naka-eliminate ngayon sa Sage.
Right?
Dahil
And
naka 4 kills na agad sila.
mahirap to sa Sage Esports, no? Kasi kung tinatry nilang umangat yung scores nila, which is right now at 26 points lang, there's only gonna be 3 more games left. And kung gusto nila makapasok sa top 4, they would have to score
Step up
as much as
talaga,
like
yes.
50 or 60 points plus doon sa current score nila.
Kaya nga eh. Kaya kailangan talaga porsigido nila. So siguro nag-aantay sila sa lobby, magka-classic muna sila siguro.
Oo, magti-TDM muna yung mga yan. Pero yun nga,
Papatutok muna.
itong Paradigm Eterna, isa sa mga teams na talagang may chance na makapasok. They're currently at pang-ilan ba to? Pang-anim. Pang-anim sila ngayon sa scoreboard natin. So, kanina medyo inalat sila doon sa IDC yan, sa nakalaban nila sa Erangel nung sa swamp area. Pero ngayon, Miramar map na, nasa may power grid sila dito, and mas maganda kung mag-focus sila dito sa sa bilog ngayon, no? Luna Sky.
Going inside the zone. Para din, ayan na, mukha naman din ng ating Team 16, which is, ayan na nga, ang ating Eterna. Mukhang at least secure naman na sila ng kanilang bus para in case na mag-shift ulit ang zone, they can go inside the zone.
Right, at mukhang nag-iisip pa itong player na to ng Paradigm Eterna. Papalitan ko ba ng Scarlight itong M4 ko? Hindi. Mas maganda pa rin ang M4. And guys, it's been since nung na-create tong game na to, M4 talaga yung choice of weapon natin. No?
Oo, lagi naman.
Yun yung pinaka-common.
Magandang, siyempre ang recoil din kasi most of the players talaga nakakapag-control ng recoil ng M4 natin.
Right, at mukhang nire-ready na nila yung mga sasakyan nila. Nakita mo nga kanina, pinick up ng minibus. Yung isa, at si Kronos naman, meron siyang buggy dito. At meron namang motor.
Yes,
Itong isa niyang kasama. So, ready for field trip na mga kaibigan. Itong mga players natin ng Paradigm Eterna.
Maganda din sa Miramar map, Kuko, dahil syempre dahil nakasecure sila ng tig-iisang sasakyan. At least kapag if ever may na-down sa kanila at di na nila kayang i-revive ang kanilang teammate, pwede silang umalis agad-agad.
Right. Ayan, ready for field trip nga, 'di ba? Syempre
Yes.
nasa mga tayo, mga school, 'di ba? Itong New Era University, ginawa ng field trip sa PUBG, 'di ba?
Ayan na nga, nagpunta na sila sa kanilang place kung saan ang kanilang field trip.
Saan
Ayan,
tayo
mukhang
magtutur, sabi nila. Pero mukhang yung tour nila is papunta doon sa eastern side ng mapa kasi nga yung bilog
yes.
nandoon. Pero itong FEUR going for San Martin, ito yung very strategic city sa Miramar, sa may bandang northern side. Kasi ang daming entry point coming from other cities. Like say for example, kung galing kang El Poso, dadaan ka sa side na to, na kung saan nakikita ngayon ni Zero. At kung galing ka
Tama.
naman sa La Cobriera, doon sa may bandang taas naman, 'di ba?
Yes, yun
So,
ang maganda talaga sa position dyan eh. Maraming
oo.
angles talaga at kitang-kita mo agad ang mga kalaban na dadating or aalis. Ayan. Yan
Right.
ang ating Valiant Esports, team number 1.
Right. Si Clips ngayon ay parang meron siyang pickup truck dito. Parang magre-racing sila mga kaibigan.
Ayan na nga,
Tig-iisang
sabi ko sa'yo,
kotse.
tig-iisang kotse.
Oo. Parang parang kailangan ng background music to. Luna Sky. Maganda sa...
Mukha talagang nasa field trip ang ating mga players ngayon sa Miramar Map.
Oo. Ito yung field trip na sila rin yung driver.
Oo. Walang konduktor.
Oo. Walang konduktor, walang bus driver. Usually nasa mga bus yan yung mga batang yan Pero dito sa PUBG, sila yung mga driver at may mga sports car
Isa
pa.
na rin siguro yun sa mga namimiss na mga bata ngayong pandemic, kuko.
Oo. Ako namimiss ko na. Dati, dami namin pinuntahan nung bata ako.
Oo, yung mga nasa field trip din. Ayan, mahirap na kasi ngayon dahil nga COVID. Ayan. So, dito na lang sila mag-field trip, guys.
Right. At nung college ako, iba na yung pinupuntahan namin. Mga company visit na, mga ganyan.
Oo, tama. Ayan, grabe. Ito, naka-FPP pa ang ating nakamotor.
Oh, and this is yung Paradigm Eterna. Ito yung nag-field trip ngayon sa ating mapa. And I think they're trying to go onto the southern side ng Bilog. Kasi medyo south side to nung circle kanina. And ito yung maganda kapag may kotse ka and at the same time meron kang scope. Pwede mong scopean agad-agad yung susunod mong pupuntahan.
I think
Para
they're
makita mo kung meron
trying to
tao.
find a better spot to loot din eh. And siguro gatekeep na rin agad nila. Yun yung maganda pagpasok agad sa zone eh. At least nakakaya nilang i-gatekeep agad ng mga any players na mukhang pupunta doon sa spot nila.
Right, and itong nakamotor na to, grabe naman, naka-FPP pa pag mag-drive.
Kaya
Diba?
ang hirap nun, parang
Ang hirap nun.
nakakahilo.
pero may bali-balita, Luna Sky, na baka mag-FPP na talaga ang PUBG Mobile next year.
Kaya nga.
So,
Baka talagang ginagaya na nila
Oo.
ating PC, PUBG PC.
actually, nagsisimula yan sa China lagi. Luna Sky. Talagang nauuna yung China talaga when it comes to esports eh. So, dapat talunin natin sila.
Tama.
pero going back sa ating mga universities, we have itong Paradigm Eterna coming from New Era University. So shout out sa mga estudyante ng New Era University. At right now, mukhang meron madadaanan NDSSM aspect ang mga kaspray. Si Bendog na nga ang nakakita sa kanila. Tama na ang field trip, sabi nila.
Ayan na nga ating team number 10 against our team 16. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ni Bendog. Ayan, si Bendog ata talagang medyo pagka-star player nila at scout.
Medyo mahirap yung position nila, Luna Sky, kasi nasa low ground sila dito. And
Oo.
Paradigm Eterna can actually use their position right now. Pero uy, si Kylo nahulog sa sasakyan, men. Doon sa kill feed. Ano nangyari sa'yo, Kylo?
Nako po, ayan na nga mukhang tinatry na ng ating team 16 na umikot. You can see that POG is trying to flank right now. And mukhang
Si
iipitin na
Kronos.
nga nila ang ating team number 10.
Si Kronos yung nag-rotate dun sa may kaliwang bahagi
Ayan,
ng
si
ating
Kronos,
screen.
Okay.
At talagang naghihiwalay na yung Paradigm Eterna. They're trying to go for that flank. Ang problema nga lang, si Bendog nakatama doon sa isang player nila na nandun na nasa taas. And mukhang makikita niya dito. Itong si Estia na nakat-prone
Tingnan
lang.
natin kung kaya na ba niya i-push. Oh, ayun na nga, nakita na nga niya dito ang ating isang player for our Team 16. At mukhang tatapusin niya na pero nakabantay doon ng isang player.
Kaso nga lang, ang ganda na ginagawa ni Bendog dito. Tamang shot lang, tamang peak lang dito sa rich area. And uy!
Molotov. Oh, na-down pa niya yun. Grabe, ayan na nga. So, nagkaroon na siya ng chance to push our two players here. And ayan na nga, tinapos na nga ng isang player ng ating team number 10 ang isang player nila. Grabe yun.
And this is going to be so bad for NDSSM aspect. And mag-isa na lang, or actually for Paradigm Eterna rather. Kasi nga, nawalan sila ng 2 players. And right now, ito na yung push na ginagawa ng NDSSM aspect.
And you can see Bendog here is trying to flank na rin. So, tinatry na talaga niyang ipitin ang 2 players dito. At ayan na mukhang magta-throw na naman ang ating Molotov. At tapon din sa kanya ng grenade. Ayan,
Grabe,
konti lang naman ang bawas sa kanya ngayon. Pero itong mukhang isang player sa Team 16, nahihirapan siya kung mag-heal pa ba siya or not. Kasi mukhang kinakabahan siya baka mag-push na ang ating Team 10.
Oo, at tamang batuan lang ang ginagawa ngayon ang bawat kupunan natin. And uy, munti ka ng matamaan doon, saktong-sakto. Sumabog nga lang sa ere yung binato ni Kuro. And right now, mukhang may niluluto na naman siya doon. Actually,
Mukhang tapon lang sila ng
parang
tapon ng kanilang
kawali na yung hawak
utilities.
niya.
Oo, mukhang tapon lang sila ng tapon ng utilities ngayon at mukhang nagtitipid pa ng ating mga bala.
Right, at nagkakaubusan na ng mga utilities, mga kaibigan. Itong team ng NDSSM aspect, yung Eterna naman, mukhang hirap na hirap sila sa posisyon. Kung ako sa kanila, iwanan na nila itong NDSSM aspect. Meron naman silang mga sasakyan, di ba?
Yes, tama. Mukhang talagang aggressive na talaga ang ating mga players ngayon. Gustong-gustong bumawi.
At yung bilog natin, no, Luna Sky, mukhang doon na talaga pumirme sa may
Oo,
west,
hindi na
sa
siya
eastern side
talagang
rather
nag-move, yes.
ng ating mapa. And
And
this is
as you
this is
can
gonna
see-
cover itong Uy!
Oh,
Uy!
grabe.
Wow, tinamaan siya doon na nasaktuhan ni Bendog. Ang lakas talaga
Grabe,
ng
oo,
pakiramdam
grabe
nito ni
yung
Bendog,
spray
no?
talaga ni Bendog dito. And guys, mukhang tatapusin niya na gamit ang kanyang UMP.
Right, UMP versus UMP mga kaibigan, naka-suppressor itong si Bendog. At yung kabila naman,
Oh,
hindi
na-down niya.
naka-suppressor. At ayun, Paradigm Eterna will get eliminated at may halo pang pag-spray ng crate mga kaibigan. Bendog, galit na galit, gustong manakit mga kaibigan.
Grabe talaga si Bendog. Talagang pinapakita niya na ako ang star player dito.
Mm-mm.
Ayan
And kaya pala talagang committed yung yung NDSSM aspect. 3 lang pala sila talaga nakapasok ng room.
Kaya, ayun, ang FEUR din as well. 3 players lang din.
Right. Actually, I'm not sure kung bakit 3 lang yung FEUR. I mean, nakita ko na silang 3 lang nung last time. And still,
So,
they're all 3 players playing here in Miramar. So, talagang numbers disadvantage to para sa kanila, Luna Sky.
Yes, pero mukhang kitang-kita mo naman kanina, kahit 3 lang sila, talagang lumalaban sila ng lumalaban. Ayan na nga, Munggo is down right now. At mukhang tinapos na nga, guys. Grabe, na nga ang talaga dito sa Miramar. Pag na-down mo, tapusin mo agad.
Right, and ito, napapalibutan actually ng Santorio Esports itong FEUR, pero hold your thoughts here. Uy, merong grabe naman tong si Sean na Team Valiant Esports. Ito na yung IDCians natin, mga kaibigan. Niluluto na ang granada at binato sa harapan. Kaso nga lang, hindi tinamaan. And right now, harap-harapan. Si Clips naman ay mana-knockdown. And right now, ito na yung ICDians. Uy, naku si Sean ay matutumba doon. At the same time, ito rin si Ton. At naku po, si Sigma na lang ang natitira doon sa malayo. At this is gonna be 3 easy points for Team IDCians.
Nako, naubos ang ating Valiant Esports. 1 player to go at mukhang hindi na ata tutuloy ang ating unang player na natitira sa ating Valiant Esports. Grabe. Ayan na nga, nagkaroon na tayo ng ating replay.
Oo. Yeah, and this replay is again brought to you by Globe and Logitech G. Yan, diba? Napakagandang replay na pinapakita ng ating direktor.
Pwedeng pang-highlights talaga. At lagay nyo sa TikTok, guys. Lagay nyo sa TikTok.
Oo, guys. Pero ito, mukhang tamang loot lang ang ginagawa ngayon ng IDCians natin, and they deserve all of those loots kasi ganda ng pinakita nila doon against
Yes.
Valiant Esports. And talking about Valiant Esports, guys, sila yung top team na galing doon sa mga qualifiers na ginawa natin, and right now they're having a hard time here in the playoffs and especially now in the finals.
Kailangan talaga nalang bumawi ngayon.
Right.
So mukhang magtatago muna ata ang last player ng ating Valiant Esports dahil syempre ang kailangan ng security is our placement points. At ayan ang team number 8 against our team number 2. Ang ating Ryu, ayan ang ating Santorio against ang ating FEUR. Ayan.
Right, and ito yung sinasabi ko kanina pa, Luna Sky, talagang pinapalibutan na ng Santorio Esports itong FEUR, and right now harap-harapan sila dito. Oy, nagkakaamuyan ng pader mga kaibigan, and right now yung FEUR talagang umalis na nga siya doon kasi naamoy na niya yung kalaban
Oh,
niya,
at
and
ayun na
there
nga,
you
nakita na nga
go.
siya doon. Grabe, last kill siya doon.
FEUR right
Ayan.
now is in trouble, Luna Sky.
Grabe. Talagang pinakita na ngayon at sobrang dahil supportive ang kanilang...
Oh!
Grabe! Oh!
Sumabog doon yung sasakyan ng isang player ng Santorio Esports. I'm not sure kung ano nangyari doon. Talagang sinakyan lang niya talaga yon. Hindi niya siguro alam na
Yes, na
may
meron na
IDC
pala nga
yan
ibang
sa likod.
teams na sa likod.
Oo.
Grabe. Yun ang mahirap talaga pag hindi mo agad sinisecure ang place. At ayan na nga, mukhang bantay sarado na ngayon.
Right, and ito si Veyron, meron siyang hawak na Bolt Action Car 98, mga kaibigan. Ito yung ito yung favorite ko to dati. Luna Sky, nung mga
Ayun
season
na
2,
talaga
season
gusto
3,
mo.
'di ba? Yung mga naunang season, pero syempre lumabas na yung mga iba't ibang baril at yung
Oo.
meta nagbago na rin.
M24
So,
na rin, syempre.
yeah,
Ayan.
definitely. And itong si Sinatra, naka 6 kills to kanina sa
Oo.
Erangel map, and right now he's actually looking for revenge doon sa ginawa nila sa player ng Santorio na si I think this is fourth ng Santorio na sumabog sa kotse kanina.
Hindi ata kasi niya nakita agad. Ayan. At nakita na talaga na may chance silang paputukin yung sasakyan ng isang player na ating Santorio. Ayan. Pero mukhang tatakas mo na ngayon ang ating Santorio at mukhang hindi mo na mag-engage dahil alam nilang kulang sila ng isang player.
Right, at again, tamang loot lang ang ginagawa ngayon ng Santorio Esports. Replenishing yung mga nagamit nilang mga utilities, and
Uy,
grabe
nag-shift!
naman. Grabe yung hard shift, man, ng ating bilog. Pumunta na sa Minas Generales, and kung ako sa kanila, punta na kayo dun sa isa sa mga warehouse na meron sa
Ayan
Minas.
na nga guys, nagpupuntahan na ngayon ang ating mga players inside the zone. Sayang, iniwan na lang ang ating drop. Hindi nila pinansin ang ating loot crate at talagang inuna nila ang ating shift ng zone.
Right, at kung may namatay na naman dun sa ating kill feed. I'm not sure kung sino yun, pero may nawalan ng player. I think Gurkha Army ata, kasi parang 3 na lang ata yung nasa Gurkha Army, if I'm not mistaken. Siguro nagkamali ng rotation yung isa sa kanila. Pero right
At
now,
nakita na siguro.
Luna Sky, ang focus ng mga players natin ay eastern side ng bilog. Feeling nila siguro magsiswitch na naman yung bilog sa may eastern side. Walang katao-tao ngayon sa west side ng bilog natin.
Kaya nga, at hindi nila alam yun. So, tinan natin kung sino magbabakbakan dyan agad-agad. Kasi mukhang ginatekeep na rin sila ng ibang players dito. Kitang-kita nyo naman. At ang ating team number 5, which is Snow and Friends. Ayan. Ang cute ng name nila yan, oh. Snow and Friends.
Oo, yung tanong ko talaga dito, sino si Snow?
Sino si Snow?
Oo, sino ba talaga si Snow?
Baka si Snow ang kanilang team leader. Or ganun.
Ayun. At sino naman yung friends ni Snow? Ayan.
Meron nang na-down dito si Freed. Ayan, mukhang si Freed din isa sa player na nakita kong aggressive player. Talagang kating-kating patayin pag sino man na-down niya.
Oo, talagang galit na galit din no? Talagang
Tulad nung
trigger
kanina,
happy.
Diba? Unang gameplay pa lang sa Sage Esports kanina. Grabe yun, nakadalawang down agad siya at tinapos agad.
Uy.
Ayan na nga, si Quiggy.
Si Wiggy. Wiggy yan, and right now Demigod going for that suppressing fire dito sa ating team IDCans natin, team 14. At ang kabarilan niya dito ay yung player na binanggit mo na si
si
Fried ba yan o Fried? Fried ba yan o Fried?
I don't know not sure din eh.
Parang
Tanungin
fried
natin next time.
Oo, tanungin natin next time. At mukhang na headshot sa ulo yung si Fried na yun, and actually that's because of this player na si Aji na may car 98 at naka 8 times scope, kaya naman pala.
Kaya pala kitang-kita talaga ang ulo.
Oo, grabe.
Headshot talaga ang ating team number 14 here. At mukhang sanay na sanay itong si Aji na humawak ng sniper.
Sniper talaga ang kanyang role dito, and mukhang grabe talagang tamang baril lang siya kung feeling niya na lalabas yung ulo doon.
Talaga niya mabilis talaga. Naku, kung ako yan siguro natamaan yung ulo ko.
Kailangan pagka sniper ka, kailangan mabilis talaga yung daliri mo, especially mobile game to.
True.
Kailangan hindi ka tumambay talaga dun sa mga openings, and talagang yung mga
tama.
angles na alam mo, is yung kagaya ng ginagawa ni Aji.
Oo, tamang peak lang sa maliit na space, gano'n. And
Mm.
then babalik siya ulit sa taguan. Ayan, ang mga magagaling na snipers.
Ayan, shoutout sa mga snipers dyan na naglalaro ng PUBG Mobile. Pero right
Good to
now,
see.
yung bilog natin ay actually switching over from the south side ng Minas na. At mukhang
Oo.
magiging laban dito yung ating bilog. And kung ako sa kanila, pumasok na sila doon sa isa sa mga bahay na sira sa
Pero
Labendita.
kita nyo naman mukhang gini-gatekeep ata ng ibang teams itong ano ba to? PG Veyron, ayan. Not sure kung anong team yun, pero
Yun yung
ayan,
IDCians, Luna Sky.
ayan na nga ang IDCians natin. Mukhang hindi na nga nila itutuloy ang pag-gatekeep. Mukhang umaandar na din ang ating Team Cutie Patootie.
Right. At ito, yung ginagawa ng IDCians talaga in-sprayan na lang nila yung nagro-rotate. And I'm not sure kung alam nila, well, sayang yung bala, no? Hindi naman sure na masisira yung kotse. So para sa akin,
Kaya nga.
sayang din yung bala na yun. It's better for them to
Panakot
just
lang ni
rotate.
Freed yun.
Oo. Kumbaga, tamang ambal lang.
Oo, para hindi na din sila putukan siguro. Para lang din sabihin na, dadaan kami.
Oo. At mukhang ngayon sila OP. Ginawa nila yung suggestion ko actually. Pumunta sila sa mga warehouse dito sa Minas Generales.
Ayun na nga, Team 15. Safe and sound sila nakataan, pero mukhang may umaandar pa nga na buggy, pero hindi nga niya na kuha yun. Tamang spray lang tong si Optiri as of now. Pero
Right.
ayan, bantay sarado na ngayon ang ating Team 15. They're very aware na meron na silang kasama dito sa Minas area.
Oh, at mahirapan sila Luna Sky if ever man na i-try nilang i-rotate to kasi yung team number 4 which is yung Red Spartans, they have the higher ground, they have a building which is itong warehouse na to. So if ever man na lumabas yung Gurkha Army, yung Team 15 natin talagang
Grabe yun.
talagang may sprayan sila or mababaril yung mga sasakyan nila.
Kaya nga, at ipit sila dito actually. Ayun na, mukhang they decided to go to other zone area dahil nakita nyo naman, if ever mag-gatekeep sila dito ng ating team, mahihirapan na silang mag-rotate.
And it is not only just Red Spartans, meron pang Santorio Esports na nakabantay nga dito. Ang problema lang nila, ang daming puno no?
Ayun na nga, hindi sila masyadong makakakita ngayon. Pero mukhang chill muna ngayon ang ating Santorio Esports. Inaantay muna nilang may ma-open ditong player. Pero ayan, kita-kita nyo naman, meron ditong Team 15 at mukhang aware na sila din dito na meron pang isang team sa kabila.
Right, and itong si Sinatra yung nag-iinit na player ng Santorio Esports. Naririnig niya yung yung buggy. Ang problema lang talaga, ang daming puno
Oo,
Ito rin yung minsan nakakainis Luna Sky pagka may tinatry kang hanapin dun sa malayo. Talagang may harang lang na puno.
Mahihirapan ka din kasi mag-spray.
Uy!
In case, grabe, kitang-kita sila dito ng Team 15. So
At ito
ating Gurkha Army, medyo ipit doon sa place na yon. Ayan na nga, mahihirapan sila dahil wala silang tamang cover. Uy, mukhang naka-AS pa nga ata. Not quite sure, pero mukhang may naka-AS.
Na-kill steal men yung ibang players doon ng Gurkha Army. And ito yung actually, sinabihan ako nung player nila na si Rocky. Nakalaro ko sa Classic nung isang beses nung linggong to. Sabi niya, boss ko, hirap na hirap kaming mag-rotate sa talaga sa tournament na to, and hindi namin alam kung ano yung gagawin namin. Sinabi ko naman, pwede ka na tulungan. PM is the key. Ang problema lang, hindi niya ako piniem. Ayun na nga yung sinasabi ko. And this is what I'm talking about, Luna Sky. Ubos na yung Gurkha Army. Hirap na hirap talaga sila sa rotation. And right now, 9 teams na lang ang remaining sa ating laro. And lumiit pa yung bilog.
Alive na lang. Grabe. Ayan na, 30. Grabe, tuloy-tuloy guys dito ang ating kill feed. At mukhang kitang-kita nyo naman, 3 players down. At 1 more to go na lang dito ating team number 5. Ayan na nga ang ating Snow and Friends. Ayan na nga, tingnan natin kung may makakapag-revive pa siya. Pero mukhang Kuko hindi na kaya mag-revive dito dahil nga ipit na siya dito at nag-iisang player na lang siya.
Right, ito yung Snow and Friends, si Kenzo na lang natitira. And again, kailangan nila ng tulong. Galing kay Snow, kung sino ka man, ito na yung chance mo para tulungan yung team mo. And right now on the kill feed, inuubos na ni Fried itong players ng team number 5. And again, this is just the smart way to handle that type of situation. Talagang magbe-bailout na lang talaga at
Oo,
magbe-bailout.
mahihirapan ka na. Siyempre, 'di ba, kailangan mo ng placement points dito eh. So, mukhang nag-back out na nga dito ang last player ng ating Snow and Friends.
Right? At ito yung sinasabi ko, Luna Sky. You gotta get one of those buildings na sira dito sa La Bendita in order for you to get inside the circle. And Arellano Elite is really smart with whatever they're doing right now, going for those buildings, going for those cover. And meron silang kalaban dito na team number 13. This is Digital Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. And yung other teams na nandun sa lower left or right portion ng screen natin, mukhang may engagement din doon. And at the same time, si Marvs ay mana-knockdown dito from Digital Warriors.
At kitang-kita nyo naman din sa ating kill feed, mukhang galit na naman tong si Freed at may na-knockdown na naman din kanina.
Right. At ito na yung push na ginagawa ni
Ayan,
Merzen.
na-push.
Nakapatay siya doon ng isa, and right now going for the cook of the frag grenade. Walang tao doon. Merzen, saan mo binabato yun? And right now, ito na nga, nag-push na ang team ng Arellano Elite. Kaso nga lang, nakabantay. Sarado ang Digital Warriors. However, it's just way too much. Luna Sky, sobrang dami ng Arellano
Grabe.
Elite.
Ito na nga, medyo mahirap dito, Kuko, dahil medyo may pagka-open area tong team number 10 natin. At tinatry nilang pumasok sa zone. At ayan na nga, we have a minute and 5 seconds to go. At tingnan natin kung makakapasok pa sila sa zone without getting killed.
Yeah, tingnan natin. Actually, ang hirap ng bilog natin, no? Napaka-open.
Open talaga.
Oo, napaka-open. Meron lang mga maliliit na puno, pero hindi ka pwedeng
Hindi sapat
isalba.
kasi yun eh, diba?
Oo.
In case din na talagang magaling mag-sniper yung kalaban mo, kitang-kita ka dun sa punong yun.
Right. Sabi nga nung iba, ikaw lang sapat na, pero hindi eh. Hindi sapat itong mga puno na to na pwedeng gawing cover. You will eventually be hit by those bullets coming from the other teams, and right now, napakatalino ng ginagawa ng team nila Opti. They're
Yes.
going for the positioning dito sa loob ng bilog, and ginigatekeep nila kung sino man yung gustong pumasok.
Yun na nga, ang maganda talaga. Pag ikaw ang nauna sa zone, you can gatekeep any player here. Lalo na kung kumpleto pa kayong team nyo, ayan. And you can see here, Opti's trying to already flank and trying to go inside the zone.
Uy!
Oh!
Uy! Grosa, nagpakilala si Adarp, mga kaibigan. Napakasakit nun. Oh! Pre-trial ng impyerno!
Oh, grabe,
mga
ang dami
kaibigan!
na molotov
Ayan na!
dito, guys.
Kailangan na ng bombero!
Nagkamolotoban na nga. Ayan na nga. Masikip na kasi din Kuko ang ating place na yun eh. So mukhang inutakan nila ang team na yun at tinapunan na lang ng molotov.
At si Demigod ng Cutie Patuti may stuck na sa blue zone, and most probably going for the healing game. And right now, team number 4, team nila Opti, Red Spartans going for the kill, going for the push, at naririnig na nila yung mga buggy. Oh, there you go! Ang ganda naman ng entry!
Yan ang mahirap
Ito.
talaga pag nag-push.
Uy,
Ayan,
yun lang.
ako, rinig ka talaga ng team number 4 doon.
And
Kahit
that
na
was
nga
Team
pinapas, habog na.
PGDN7HEA. Ang
Ayan,
haba
Red
ng team
Spartans pala yun. Ayan na nga,
Oo.
galit na kayo ng Red Spartans. Babawi daw sila ngayong game. And we have 5 teams to go, guys, and 11 players alive. At kitang-kita nyo naman dito ang team number 14. Medyo nahihirapan pumasok at nagtathrow na lang sila ng mga smoke dahil alam nila team number 7 ay nandun. Ayan. Medyo ipit sila dito, Kuko, and they're trying to survive dito sa smoke.
Oh, just barely surviving right now. This game with 4 teams remaining, I think for me, goods na yan. Especially na kitang-kita natin kanina, ang dami nilang mag-kill no? So,
Oo.
right now, they were able to actually go for the revive. Bayron. Makaka-up pa dito. And at the same time, they will be able to go for that reset. Ang problema lang nila dito is yung sa likod. Yung Arellano
Oo,
Elite
yun na
na
nga,
pwede
nahihirapan.
silang likuran.
Tama. Ayan na nga, they're just throwing grenades at mukhang hindi pa nga napupush ang ibang teams dito at mukhang nag-aabang pa kung sino ma-open. Ayan, team number 7 as well, medyo nahihirapan ang ating Arellano Elite dahil 2 players to go na lang sila at mukhang inaantay pa nilang sumabay siguro sa zone papasok.
Right, at grabe naman yung parang mini red zone yung ginagawa ngayon ng team nila Opti with those nades, and the nade will actually take one out. Itong si Fried ay tinamaan na nga nung frag grenade, and there's gonna be another one coming from Opti. Oh, and eliminating
ayan na
Frag,
nga.
confirming the kill. At si Ron na lang ang natitira dito with Arellano Elite. Hinahabol sila ng blue zone, and ito si Bendog going for that healing game siguro din at the same time. At yun, nasunog pa nga yung isang
Molotov
player.
na naman.
Oo, nasunog yung isang player ng Arellano Elite, and this is because of Bendog with that Molotov.
At kitang-kita mo outside pa the zone ng isang player ng ating Arellano Elite. Kuko at mukhang nahihirapan na siya. At mukhang nagme-medplay na lang dito ang ating Team 7.
Oh no, and that was almost coming from Kuro. Able to knock down Opti, but it's just way too much. 4v1 situation yung nangyari doon. And now with Bendog going for the healing game.
Team 10. Ayan
Yeah,
na nga, si Bendog na lang ang natitira, guys. At mukhang hindi ata siya papasok na zone at mukhang magme-medplay na nga. Kitang-kita mo naman kukuha ang kanyang medkit na hawak-hawak ay 12.
Oo, kaso nga lang, ito si Tokyo, isa na lang ang natitirang medkit, and after neto, bye-bye, sayonara, sabi ni Tokyo.
At nakaisa pa nga siya doon.
Nga siya doon with that 1 point. What a play there coming from Tokyo, from Arellano Elite, and right now,
Samantala
NDSSM
si Bendog
aspect.
nandito lang. Hindi nila mahanap si
Oo.
Bendog right now. At mukhang meron pa siyang 8 medkits na nilalagay.
Sasaksakan lang niya ang sarili niya ng vaccine
Oo,
ngayon.
ayun
And
na nga.
meron pang 7. So grabe yung yung vaccine na nilalagay dito ni Bendog. Ang daming boosters niyan, pare.
Oo, mukhang nag-aabang-abang lang talaga. At ito nga, gulong-gulo ang ating team number 4 kung nasaan na si Bendog. Pero mukhang, ayan na, mukhang tumatayo na si Bendog at ready to rush na. Pero mukhang ang sakit na talaga ng zone kuko. Sobrang hindi na ata kakayanin.
Oh, sobrang sakit talaga nito. 8th phase of the zone, Luna
Oo,
Sky.
wala
And
na
I
rin.
think pwede na niya
Sobrang-
ibigay ito actually. Kasi, tinatry niya munang make sure kung meron pa ba isa pang team. Pero kita-kita naman niya doon na meron ng 3 player na talagang sumugod. And at the same time, yung
Oo.
info coming from Kuro kanina, na 4v1 siya. So, again, this is an automatic chicken dinner now for Red Spartans, and NDSSM aspect will get second place, and he will
at
try to
ayan na
get
nga,
one more kill, pero wala na, hindi na.
Wala, hindi na kaya. Pero ayan na nga, mukhang mag-give up na dito si Bendog. Ayan. And there you have it. We have a chicken dinner.
Right, winner in a chicken dinner coming for Red Spartans. They have 8 kills as well. And at the same time, second place yung ating NDSSM aspect with 5 kills. Just from Bendog. Grabe si Bendog doon, nag-init
Grabe, no?
sa Miramar. Mainit na nga sa Miramar, nag-init ka pa. Sobrang init nun, Luna Sky.
Grabe yung medplay doon ni Bendog. Hindi talaga siya nag-give up hanggang naubos ang kanyang medplay.
Right,
Grabe
and Arellano Elite really consistent. Look, 3rd place.
Mhm.
Ang placing nila dito with 5 kills. So definitely this will give them a really big booster to secure that top 4 spot na kukunin natin para lumaban dun sa international.
Oo, tama-tama talaga. Grabe, sobrang daming pinapakita ng mga players ngayon. Talagang more on aggressive play na sila ngayon eh. Kasi tulad ng qualifiers, medyo passive pa sila, nag-aantay pa ng zone. Ngayon, hindi. Talagang kung once na nag-shift yung zone, papasok agad talaga ang ating mga players.
Right, and yung kung titingnan natin tong mga highlight, ito yung part na yung Cutie Patuti talagang binigyan ng free trial ng impyerno doon sa side na yun, and it's only just Demigod ang alive, and ang problema lang ni Demigod doon was he didn't had enough first aids para maka-med play or healing game na tinatawag natin, and
Baka naubos na talaga kanina.
naubos na talaga lahat ng kaya niya
Pero
ibigay.
pansin ko ngayon sa mga players talaga, yun ang laging tricks nila. Med play, tapos ang daming utilities, smoke, grenades, molotov. Kasi
Mhm.
grabe, nakakatulong talaga yan sa gameplay ng ating mga players.
Right.
Ayan, so,
Ayan, mukhang ayun na nga yung nangyari for match number 2, Luna Sky, at mukhang magre-ready na tayo for match number 3. And guys, sa mga nanonood dyan, just sit back and relax, and we will be right back.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe. Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Pang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyo pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NCO, the National Campus Open featuring PUBG Mobile Season 3. This is the most awaited collegiate league in the Philippines for PUBGM. And of course, our top teams are competing for a prize pool of over 150,000 pesos. And of course, our top 4 moving on to the regionals at PvP Esports. I think that's next week on November 14. So just watch out for that on their page. We'll be your shoutcasters for this third game. Right now, I'm Hiron. With me is Kuku TV. Kamusta? Intense, mainit sa disyerto ang ating Miramar kanina.
Right, sobrang init actually ako. Pinagpapawisan na ako dito kahit may aircon na ako dito. At the same time, may electric fan pang nakatapat. Hiron, sobrang init talaga nung laban na yon. And talagang sobrang goods na goods yung play ng Arellano Elite because even though na hirap sila dun sa sitwasyon nila, they were still able to get that top number 3 spot sa Miramar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if we look at the leaderboards right now, nice Google Excel sheet right there. Arellano Elite maintaining their top spot, no, despite having to play safe a couple times. They've consistently placed high. IDCians now on second place, forcing FUR down to 4th place here. Red Spartans, of course, they've been hungry. They've been so they haven't been so aggressive. They've been mostly opportunistic, but they've been placing very high, very consistently. And we're looking at our top 4 right now. This could still change. Meron pa tayong tatlo, including this one, and that could all change kasi yung 4th and 5th natin mamaya is Sanhok. So talagang matetest yung skill ng teams natin dito in a much smaller, tighter environment.
Right, and actually kung titingnan mo rin yung mga scores ng iba, sobrang layo na rin, no?
Oh.
Hiron, like you can say na NDSSM aspect, even though they tried their best nung Miramar map, yung score nila, it's only 36 points, and if you talk about getting the top 4, yung susunod na dapat mong talunin is right now at 77 points. So that's a lot of scores that you have to garner, and in order for you to actually be on that position, you have to get a chicken dinner plus so many kills.
Yung talagang habulin dito yung FUR, diba? Sila yung pinaka-pressured para i-maintain yung position nila dito. Yung Red Spartans, IDC, and so Arellano Elite, medyo may buffer sila for 1 or 2 games before they really need to step up their game again, right? But of course, they want to stay consistent as well. Yung FUR naman, inahabol sila ng Santorio Esports, sobrang lapit na yan. And Cutie Patuti and Valiant, it's like 20 points. So like you said, kailangan nila ng chicken dinner plus at least 5 kills to cross that difference, plus denying FUR and Santorio any points. But maybe they'll be able to get ahead in the last 3 maps that we have for today. Super excited to see how this all plays out.
Right, and actually when you talk about FUR nung Miramar, talagang nahirapan sila, natuson sila, to be honest, and here in Erangel they were at a really good spot nung match number 1. So feeling ko babawi yung FEUR dito sa laban na to, which is map number 3.
Tsaka feeling ko maganda yung performance ng FEUR sa Sanhok. So baka yung Game 4, Game 5 natin dito today, yung talagang chance nila para mag-boost up sa kanilang rankings dito para mahabol nila yung top 4. But first, we're gonna have to get through Erangel, still the classic map. So once again, it's a test of your PUBGM fundamentals in this map as well. We're gonna have to see how our players will adapt to the previous games, right? The previous Erangel games from kanina, tsaka from last week. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out.
Right, let's see how this plays out. And actually, I'm kind of interested din kung ano yung magiging bilog sa Erangel. Kasi
Mhm.
kanina, yung bilog na yun, it was a western side circle
Mhm.
here in Erangel, which is kind of unusual. Kasi usual na mga circle ng Erangel, going to the Milta area, going down to the military area, or even going up dun sa Yasnaya area. So, siguro maybe 10% of the time it goes to that position. So, right
Mhm.
now, we will see on how the circle will play these players or these teams out. And remember, still, Hiron, we're having only 14 teams going
Mhm.
in this map. So definitely mababawasan na yan ng mga 8 points kasi syempre no, yung dalawang teams na yun,
Oo.
they have like 8 total players. So
Mhm.
malaking ano rin, malaking ambag din yun if you're trying to get
So,
back.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And every kill, parang yung kill economy natin sa NCO natin, yeah, each kill is gonna be, uh, I guess, worth a little bit more. Those 8 missing players could mean the difference. Pero at that point, talaga neck and neck na rin. It's either going to be neck and neck. That's either probably gonna make a difference on the top 1, top 2 neck and neck, and maybe if there's a top 4 that's being contested right here. So we're gonna have to see how our flight path goes. Our players are ready for this one indeed. So I'm expecting a lot. I really want to see how succeed here as well. I want to see Santorio succeed as well. But of course, hindi sila papayagan ng ganon-ganon lang ng ating top 4 team right now, which is yung FEUR.
Right. At etong Arellano Elite, if they are still consistent in this game, they will definitely secure that top number 4 dito sa ating tournament na to, dito sa finals.
Mhm.
And siguro feeling ko sure na pasok sila talaga
Oh,
doon sa
for
top
sure.
4. Mm.
For sure. Unless may sobrang freaky na nangyari na for 3 straight games, eliminated sila agad. And it's gonna be Red Spartans and IDCs and FER and Santorio trying to jockey for that position. Pero they have, like I said, they have that buffer. Now, if ever they don't perform well in game 1, in the next game, then they have a good opportunity to just run it back on the 5th game, right? So that's what being consistent for the past, like, what, 7 games does for you. It gives you that really nice lead for that as well. So I think we're gonna load in very, very soon as well. 3, 2, 1, and let's check out that flight path coming in. That's a
Uy.
little bit cleaner of a split in the center than last time, no?
Right. Oo. Going from Primorx
Mhm.
until northern side ng Lipovka. So
Mhm.
definitely mas maayos to compared dun sa unang flight path sa Erangel map, which is map number 1. And they will be able to go to their usual spots, especially yung pumupunta sa military base. Kasi alam ko merong
Oh.
pumupunta na military base na kanina na nahirapan pumunta doon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit easier. But of course, since it is closer to the flight path, hindi sila masyadong makaka-scout agad na, okay, where are the may iba bang magda-drop dito sa military base? If we drop, is someone gonna go after us? Compared to, say, kung binaliktad mo yung flight path natin, they're gonna have a better idea of how many other teams have already dropped. But
Mhm.
here, does seem like we have a few players. Is that 2 teams actually going all the way to the military base?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
There's
see. Mhm.
there might be 2 or probably just dropping at the bridge area. Itong yung isang team, yung orange
Mhm.
team na yun.
I think this is Cutie Patuti here.
Oh, right.
Tapos, and Batangas State University Red Spartan. So, nagka-dikit na tong dalawang team na to. Definitely one of them's gonna plummet in the standings going into next game if they do choose to hard engage that. But we're gonna have to see. Mukhang nag-drop agad. Okay, so not going for military base. They're satisfied with being around the area to the northeast, around the ferry pier. It looks like they're not gonna contest that anyway.
Right. At may isang player ng team, this is Red Spartans if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken. Yung isang player nila na sa Dynamo parang na late drop ata. Parang nahuli, hindi siya nakapag-follow dun sa kanyang mga teammates, and he will try to go for that drop nearby dun sa isang player or
Oh,
actually 2
masagasaan pa
players.
siya dito.
Oo.
Okay. I think it's gonna be forcing is it gonna be a fight here? They're right next to each other. And it's gonna be a 1v1 with a great one dito pag nagkasalubong sila. And I think for Dynamo, he's just gonna have to get out of dodge real quick.
Yeah, definitely, especially na wala siyang kabaril-baril. He was only able to
Oh,
get like one helmet, one vest, and then the bag. Definitely the best thing to do is to bail out and to escape the situation.
oh.
Actually, it's not just 1v1, dalawa pala yung
Oh, dalawa
kalaban niya
pala.
doon. Oo.
Nagdala ng kasama.
Oh, but hold your thoughts there,
Mhm.
Hiron. There's actually two teams in Lipovka right now. I think
Mhm.
this is Valiant Esports and another team.
Oh, we're gonna have to see though if the camera focuses on that side. We do see that I believe this is team 14 here. IDCN's here right around the corner. Is that
Mm.
Sage
Yeah,
on
it's
the other
Sage.
side again? It is gonna be Sage as
Re-
well. So,
rematch to, ano, Hiron? Rematch number
oh,
3.
sapakan talaga yung gusto ng dalawang ito.
Gusto talaga nilang ano, feeling ko there's some type of like, side bet or maybe like napag-usapan na nila na they will battle each other in every single drop point in every map. It's just that meron pa tayong Sanok, baka mamaya
Oo.
magkasabay din sila, no, Iron?
Tignan lang natin no, kung ang mga Ilonggo friends natin dito ay talagang nagsi-civil war. Pero for now, yeah, does seem like they're just same deal, you know, just gathering resources, split Yasnaya Polyana in two, and then maybe fight it out later as well. We're gonna have to see Santorio kasama. So Santorio yung kasama ng Valiant. Ito yung dalawang teams talaga na contesting ang number 4. You know, I mean, of course, there's a 20-point difference, but I think Valiant really wants to take out Santorio early in the equation. Because if you take out Santorio, they'll be stuck at 75, 77 points while you are going up in the rankings. You have a better chance of that. So kung may malaman dito ng Valiant na yun na knockdown nila from Santorio, sure ako they're gonna try and risk that push.
Yeah, definitely. And if ever man yung Santorio yung ma-wipe out ng Valiant Esports, napakasakit nun, Hiron. Kasi nga, they're currently at 5th place right now, right behind FEUR, which is number 4. And talagang maganda yung ginagawa nila for the past 2 maps. They were able to, collect those skills and able to, get those placement points at the same time. And right now, feeling ko na nasa advantage
Mhm.
naman ng Santorio to kasi they have
Oh.
the third floor here, which Wayne can go for that, shot kay Sean. And actually, Sean is a really scary player to, be up against with,
Mhm. Yeah, but Santorio looking to jockey a good position here against Valiant. If they try to push, if they find out that one of them is isolated, they could go for a hard push, force a decision from Valiant. I think that's how they get an advantage here. But they don't seem to know exactly where that isolated member of how is. Okay, going for the push here, maybe go for a pincer and then an isolated flank here could be possible for how. They know that that's the situation right now, so they're gonna go for it. That's gonna be one member down for
DPS.
Valiant, though. There's gonna be a rush in from Santorio. They're gonna have support. They have a little bit of cover as well. They knock down 2, forcing a decision of splitting up going thirsting the kills here, splitting up the party here for How and giving themselves 2 points here, denying How those points that they want to catch up for 4th place.
And this is the time where you think na magpupush pa ba tayo or do we have to escape? And right now, Valiant Esports will have really no choice but to play this one with Santorio Esports as Ton will actually be able to take one out at isama mo pa yung isa. Ang problema nga lang is going to be a 2v1 situation. Ton will have to survive. Wayne will try to push now with the shotgun. Oh my goodness, what a play there coming from Santorio Esports. They will be able to wipe out Valiant Esports. Sobrang ganda ng
This is
pinakita nila
huge.
dun. Oo.
This is huge. This means that Valiant Esports gonna get stuck at 50. They'll most likely be overtaken by Paradigm Eterna and DSSM Aspect, no? Now, maybe in DSSM Aspect, they're gonna have to work for it. Pero in Paradigm Eterna, for sure, is gonna be higher than Valiant Esports after this, which means they might not be able to have a good time trying to catch up to 4th place on FER, no? Especially if Santorio and FER maintain a good performance for this game.
Oh, and right now, Opti is actually getting shot from above ng Cutie Patuti. And si Dynamo yung kanina pang tumatakas, ini-sprayan din ng Cutie Patuti. Talagang ayaw pagbigyan ng Cutie Patuti itong team ng Red Spartans. And right now, Crush needs to go down from this billboard area para hindi siya makita nung player na nasa taas.
Definitely. And here, yeah, the UST squad here, Cutie Patootie, have a pretty good Overwatch. Their sights aren't really the best to take full advantage. That most they have the ACOG here, but it's not really ideal. Iron sights okay on the the UMP. For now though, at least they know where the Red Spartans are, and they can make a move if they do something wrong, do something off. It does seem like the Red Spartans are trying to back off from this location.
Right, and Red Spartans really smart with their plays right now. Hindi sila yung basta-basta na team na, alam mo yun, yung talagang lalaban dun sa kaharap nilang na team. Like, they want to get that positioning na maganda, and they know na talagang, sobrang advantage itong Cutie Patuti. They have the higher ground, so it's best that they would just have to, cross the bridge, especially if the circle is not within the reach na kung nasaan sila.
Definitely. But for now, we see the circle leaning on the southwest side. Medyo delikado to. We might see a water circle if things go wrong for the RNG. But looking at it right now, top right side, Sage has kind of backed off here from earlier. Seems like they're not gonna take the fight against in Yasnaya Polyana. They might meet up with Santorio at some point. Could be a conflict around that area, but I think the spiciest area is gonna be near the military base and near the farm here.
Right, at kita-kita naman natin. FEUR, this is their normal gameplay, Hyron. Yung kukuha sila ng compound in the circle, and they would just have to wait until the very end. And this is just because they only have 3 players in their squad. Talagang yung mobility ng team nila, like a squad needs like 4 players, right? So with only just 3, talagang pilay sila ngayon. Pilay yung FEUR, and they're trying to cling their position right now at the 4th spot, and they must protect that, Tyron.
Yeah, I've been actually, like, if you think about it, losing one member, 25%, it seems like 25% of a manpower loss, right? But actually, it's way more than that, because a 4th member lets your team be more flexible. So it's actually more like you're at 60, instead of being at 75% manpower, you're actually at 60% if you're missing a 4th member. So here, FEU is playing it safe, but they are at the top 4 out of the 4 that we're getting for PvP esports, right? So, and Santorio esports from the previous game was at 75 points, 2 points behind FEUR. So if they don't try to get more risks here, it's very likely that Santorio is just going to overtake them in the standings here.
Right, at actually merong napatumba yung Santorio dun sa kill feed. I'm not sure who it is, but I think it is actually Sage Esports, and this is only just 1 player remaining for them.
Oh man, sabi ko nga kanina, they might run into Santorio at this point, and that's actually gonna give Santorio like what, 7 points so far? That is pretty much they're already ahead in the curve now, specifically against FEUR. Like I said, I'm focusing on this so much kasi sila yung pinaka-contentious sa top 4 natin right now.
Right, and Kicks right now on a smoking Dasha has to escape, and probably he must go out of the blue zone, actually inside the blue zone rather. And yung Santorio talagang hinahabol siya. Tignan mo yung map, yung minimap dun sa taas. Hindi nga
really
lang siya
thirsty,
hinahabol dun sa labas ng blue zone.
Okay.
And he will try to use...
Ano naman siya mga bandages?
Yun,
second phase pa lang naman ng circle.
Yung mga meds saka yung mga boosters niya, kailangan na talaga niyang bawasan. And on the kill feed actually, Cutie Patuti mo ang makakaisa from Red Spartans. And at the same time, Santorio is actually killing some of the players of Sage Esports.
Oh no, is that a team wipe that we're seeing here? Demigod went down. So that might actually be a big hit here to our players.
Oh, if that's a wipeout, that means Cutie Patuti is out of this game, right?
Ooh, that is unfortunate. Once again, Cutie Patuti was sitting at around 57 points. If it was between FEOR and Santorio, next candidate would have been Cutie Patuti for top 4, no? So with Cutie Patuti out of the window for this game, that means Santorio is going to have a good time getting into the top 4 and establishing a solid position for Game 4 and Game 5 today. Oh, but here it's going to be Team 13 here using the smoke to try and get themselves some space. This is Digital Warriors. They are lagging behind, but they want to deny some points here from Snow and friends from Tarlac. Getting those nades in through the smoke. It feels like a World War II battlefield right now as they're going to try and go for the push. They have the high ground advantage. They're going to start pushing in off the shore through the rocks here. And I think it's going to be a team wipe. Wipe into the water. Better to die than be killed. But it's still going to be points here for Team 5 Snow and friends.
And that was Deje. It was just like
Mhm.
YOLO. Hindi namin bibigay yung last kill sa inyo. I will just try to, try to just jump
Mhm.
off the
Mhm.
cliff and then just die. And
Yeah.
that's what he did. And parang ano yun, ano? Parang ano na lang yun eh. Parang yung choice niya na
Out
talagang
of
tumalon na
spite na
lang.
lang.
Oo, out of just, whatever happened.
Mhm.
Kung ano man yung mangyari, yun na yun.
But that's good. Snow and friends here from Tarlac. They're gonna be able to get a couple points in their belt. It's gonna be a long journey if they ever want to make it to top 4, but it's a start. They get that team Y for Tarlac State University. Meanwhile, we're still gonna be seeing team for IDCNs here. Very, very solid position. I think they're right near Pochinki as well, making their way to the southwestern side of the map, looking to establish themselves in the circle.
Yeah, and when it comes to IDCNs, actually, isa sa mga team na talagang malalakas, contenders to para sa akin dito sa finals natin. And for me,
Mhm.
they deserve, if ever man na makuha nila yung top 4, isa sa mga spots doon, they deserve that spot because they really went on a killing spree, especially nung match number 1.
Mhm. Definitely. And but here, if they end up facing up against IDCans here, medyo delikado yung position nila. But it will be a big opportunity for them to try and take them down from their post here from top 2, no? But doesn't seem like they want to engage so hard right now. They just have 3 kills. They didn't really expend too much in the fight against Digital Warriors, no, from USC. So let's see if they do take the chance here if they see someone rolling down those hills.
Right. Snow and Friends, ayan. Parang alam na ata namin ni Lunas kay kanina, Hyron, kung sino si
Mm-hmm.
Snow. Feeling namin, si Snow yung leader ng team number 5. And yung
Mm-hmm.
Friends, itong mga to. Itong mga players natin na
Oh.
naglalaro ngayon. And they're actually going for the 2 barns just right over here at this area. And this is a really good spot. Especially kapag yung bilog ay pumunta dito.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely they will be able to get two big buildings that they can use later on. And ito yung ito yung maganda kapag konti lang yung teams na sumali. There's gonna be a lot of chances for the other teams to be able to find their own compounds to stay at.
Mm-hmm. And more loot as well.
Yeah,
That
right.
is like moving through all that ground. The advantage here for Snow and Friends is that if the circle does go to this area in the water, that means they can only be flanked from like what 2 directions because the south
Mhm.
is pretty much covered by the water. And at that later in the game, pag talaga malit na yung circle, you don't really want to be running away, right? You don't
At
need the space to run
napaka-open.
away. Oh.
Napaka-open din nung area na yun. So if ever man na may mag-push sa kanila, they can just spray away and
Mhm.
explode the vehicles of those teams na gustong kunin yung spot nila. And
Yeah.
right now itong Paradigm Eterna, this team still has the chance here to get that top 4, but still they have to stop the others from getting onto the
Mhm.
top of the placements, like especially yung FUR, yung Cutie Patuti, or even yung
Oh.
Santorio Esports. Talagang
Mhm.
dami nilang kailangan na talunin in order for them to be able to get through it. But pansin ko lang sa gameplay ng Paradigm Eterna, they're not the team na aggressive. They're like
Mhm.
more of a passive team, just
Mhm.
going for the compounds and the positioning in the circle. They're not a team na talagang kayang-kayang pumatay ng marami.
Yeah, they have like what 10 points from kills so far. Most of their points are from placements. Even the game na nag-chicken dinner sila last week,
Right.
they really played it safe and it was all about positioning and setting up for themselves to win. But it's a game of inches yung format natin, especially in a longer format na 10, essentially 10 games yung playoffs natin, 'di ba? So in a longer series like that, the points from kills really does add up. Like Aureliano Elite and IDCNs have like over 40 points just from the kills here. So you can't really, in a 10 game format, you can't really just rely on that positioning. Of course, that's still going to get you a lot of points overall, but it might not be enough to make it to top 4. Paradigm Eterna might need to be a little bit more aggressive here.
Totoo yan. And now especially na meron na lang tayong three games including this one. So talagang kailangan na nilang maging aggressive. They can probably go for the placement, and then what they can do is go for the KS or the kill steal
Mhm.
sa mga malalayo, kasi there will be some of the other teams na mana-knockdown sa malayo nila, and they can, go for the snipers and
Yeah.
get those kills from the other teams. And actually, yun yung ginagawa ng ibang teams.
Yeah, they're trying to go for those third parties, but I guess for a team like them, because third parties are naturally very chaotic, right? There's a lot of variance. That might not fit into yung general strategy nila is to keep things consistent, try keep things safe. But we're gonna have to see. Okay, mukhang magde-deliver sila ng tofu gamit yung kotse na yan. Okay. But we're gonna have to see. 3 kills here on the side for Snow and Friends. Let's see if they can get even more. But if we can take a look at the map very soon and see how the
Oh
map.
no.
Okay, so it's not gonna be in the water here. Snow and Friends gonna have to reposition. But we do see that the Fried and Friends here are gonna be able to from IDCians are gonna have a good spot here. Of course, Santorio gonna get themselves a compound in Pochinki as well.
Right. And kung ako sa kanila, pumunta na sila sa Pochinki kasi there's a big possibility na doon mag-end up yung circle, and we're gonna have an urban warfare for all the teams. But for the meantime, itong FEUR going for the sprays. They are currently outside the circle. Parang hindi sila yung yung talagang agad-agad nasasakay ng kotse kapag nag-switch yung bilog na malayo sa kanila. They're still gonna stay until then feeling nila na clear na yung daan.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the strat here is that they know that people are going to be rushing into the circle. So papaunahin muna sila. They can get a few pot shots in while they're trying to leave, and then they're going to go after. Kung medyo less na yung traffic going there. But of course, the disadvantage is mas madali silang mag-gatekeep kung hindi nila ma-scout out yung routing nila papasok na circle. Especially the smaller the circle becomes. We're already approaching our 4th stage here for this map. So very, very soon, they're going to have to make a choice here. And FEUR, they're gonna have to really get aggressive in our Sandhawk maps later to catch up to maintain the top 4 position.
Medyo mahirap yung game plan or strategy ng FEUR. Parang risky to be honest, kasi now that they only have 3 remaining players dito sa squad nila, and also at the same time they're not really going for that not having that sense of urgency. Yung tamang term dyan when it comes to going into the objectives, which is the circle. Magi-gatekeep sila ng ibang teams, which is right now we have NDSSM aspect.
NDSSM aspect versus Snow and Friends here. Looks like they have taken control of a compound here, but they are getting shot from outside. Now one of them is gonna have to run away, but I think madadown na lang siya dito. Yeah, there's gonna be a 3. Can they divide and conquer though? Even if they're 1 member down, if they can go for the rooftop first kill here and then isolate 1 member, they could potentially take over this team fight.
Especially Bendog, their main fragger, their entry fragger, Bendog is currently down. For me, it's a 2v3 situation. Still advantage onto the side of Snow and Friends.
Yeah, they're getting really nice nade throws here to try and cover their escape. But here, Bendog, I don't think they can really go for a Saving Private Ryan play here right now. They might just have to force a push if they want to. Oh no, kasi mag-isa na lang siya. So he's just gotta be a rooftop warrior here, gonna try and get the high ground, but it does seem like he's gonna get shot down. He needs to go for the heal, but that's gonna let them get that distance to be able to shoot them down. And I think NDSSM is gonna get wiped out here by Snow and Friends. That's even more kills in their belts here.
Right, 6 kills already for Snow and Friends. And when you talk about Snow and Friends, malayo din yung kailangan nilang abutin. They have to get at least 1 chicken dinner in the next 3 games and be consistent. And at the same time, get as many kills as possible para mahabol nila yung scores ng Santorio and yung FEUR. So this is actually good sign na nakikita natin sila na talagang nagpo-push ng mga squads dito sa Erangel map.
Yeah. I guess backs to the wall, knowing na high pressure na talaga yung situation is pushing them to really move forward. They are down 1 member though. It's going to be very, very hard to get that chicken dinner for this game, especially if other teams maintain the 4-man squad here as well. Looks like we're approaching our 5th phase here. 1 minute and a half. That's ample time for teams to look for a cover, look for a compound to take over. We're gonna have to see.
Right, and right now, rotation na ang ginagawa ng Snow and Friends, and this is because the circle has already shifted again And ito yung sinasabi ko kanina pa, Hyron. You better get a spot here in Pochinki or else you will get gatekept, especially now that yung Santoria Esports got a really special spot there dun sa may bandang halos gitna sila no ng
Mhm.
circle ngayon. And actually one of the other teams na maganda rin yung pwesto is yung IDCNs, which is nasa
Mhm.
mountains ng Pochinki.
Yeah, they have that really, really high ground there, and there's actually a pretty good chance that the circle will favor them. So it's really like 50-50, right? It's either the circle's gonna favor Pochinki urban, the urban Pochinki, or the mountainside beside Pochinki. So I guess we're gonna have to flip the coin later, you know.
Yeah, titingnan natin. And looks like yung IDCNs, they're using this high ground right now in order for them to see players like Tokyo with that buggy and right now down to low HP at the same time. And mukhang wala na siyang choice dito kundi magstay. And he will call out his friends right now who will stay in that barn area. But
Uh-oh.
dito naman sa likod natin, oh no, that's an explosion. And that's an automatic elimination for that team.
I guess
I'm
they
not
weren't
sure.
expecting. They weren't
I'm not sure which
expecting it.
team that one is though.
Mm-hmm. Hindi ko rin nakita. It happened too fast, basically.
Ang bilis.
And they basically are ready for this kind of engagement. It looks like they're very well equipped. They've got the rifles, they've got they've got the scopes to take control of this mountain, no? And right now already they're trying to gun down Red Spartans here. They're looking to get themselves up further in second place. That's another auto elimination here against the Red Spartans. They control this mountain.
Right, and this is what I'm talking about, Hiron. Yung ganda ng position ng IDCans. And actually, they were able to kill Opti of Red Spartans. And remember, Opti, yun yung nagdadala sa Red Spartans na ngayon ay wala na. So, talagang mahihirapan si Lexi and at the same time si Dynamo to survive this, final moments if ever man na makapag-survive man sila until the very end of the game.
That's top 9, top 9, which means mag-iiba ang ating top 3, top 4 going to next game. That means that the floor for getting into the top 4 might be a little lower here depending on the performance from Santorio and FUR.
Right, and the circle again actually shifted just on the south side na ng Pochinki area and
sa mountains.
And sa sobrang daming teams na nandun sa bandang taas, they have to rotate and it is an open area, Iron. It is an open area.
Pero sino yung may control dito? Yung tanong. So far, we've been seeing a lot of mountainside control here from
yung Team 14. Yeah, right.
And looking at it now, meron bang ibang makakapag contest dito? Tignan natin. We do have Arellano Elites right around the corner there. I think they have their own little pocket on that mountain. Dahil lang sa angulo, hindi lang sila nagbabarilan right now. But I'm sure the circle getting smaller with as more teams try to push up that slope, Arellano Elites might actually go for a coup de grace here against the IDCNs.
Right, and team number 5, Snow and Friends, will probably get this small shack na nandito sa harapan. There you go, Kenzo will try to crash at that small shack and parang kanya-kanya na sila. And this is actually what you need to do, especially if you are in an open circle. Kanya-kanya na kayo. If you are actually gonna be together,
2 shacks.
You better make sure na hindi kayo mamamatay with just those nades na pwedeng ibato sa inyo.
Yeah, just have to divert. But of course, because of the nature of the cover that they've chosen, nades are still gonna be absolutely devastating. And once someone's down, you have to give them up. You have to pretty much give them up as well. It looks like Santorio getting some points as well. Tignan natin kung sino yung namatay doon. Mukhang one member from Snow and Friends ay na-down dito. And looks like take a look at this fight here as well.
That is kind of dangerous actually for
Santorio.
Yeah, for Santorio.
One member down. 2 members down even. Is going to be up against this number 4 team here. Red Spartans looking to maintain their number 3 spot. Deny Santorio from getting into the top 4. We're going to have to see how this goes. That's one down real quick.
Yeah, and that is really nice for the Red Spartans. They're actually on a split position, but right now they're going to be together as they push Wayne of Santorio Esports. And yun na nga, mga kaibigan, he will be taken out. Only one player remaining for Santorio.
Yeah. And that's absolutely devastating definitely here as well. If we could check later kung buhay pa FU. Yeah, they're still alive. They're actually not too pushed up onto the circle here. So it's really gonna depend on how much Santorio was able to get before being knocked down. Let me double check our points here as well, because like what Santorio got how many points? Like 7 or 8 points from kills. And if they ended here, if they ended top 7, they would get 2 points. So that's 9 points total. If FUR can at least make it to 3rd place or 4th place in this map, I think they can maintain top 4.
Right, and look at what IDCNs is doing. They are going for that middle portion of that circle. This is total circle control na ginagawa nila ngayon. And uy, kita-kita dito ni Meepo, yung isang player ng Red Spartans na nagtatago dun sa likod ng small shack. And right now, kailangan niya magtago dun sa other side naman. And this is just, so many angles that you have to take care of, Hiron.
Yeah, that's, I guess, one of the disadvantages of taking middle spot. That means that a lot of enemies can come from different angles. You're gonna have to have everything covered, right? So, but here, it does seem like it's a problem for the IDCN so far, because they can easily retreat.
Oh no.
Anyone goes down on their side. Meanwhile, they have full overwatch over this area as well. That might be a secured kill if no one goes for the revive.
Right. They can just, pick and choose kung sino man yung
Wait.
babarilin nila.
Let's look at the map. That's FUR charging up on the side of the mountain. That's going to be Red Spartans trying to contest the upper slope. This is the problem. You can get hit from multiple angles. You can't cover everything if you are in the middle and are being assaulted from different points. We see that Reaper goes down to Meepo right there. FUR looking to contest that side. Mukhang papasok na rin yung Santorio after fighting it out with Snow and friends. Looks like they might get knocked out finally here. And I think that's going to be top 5 finish for Santorio if they got completely knocked out.
Yeah, that's really good placing for Santorio Esports. But right now, si Fried ay mapapatumba galing sa may baba. This is actually coming from Snow and Friends. And right now, dalawa na lang ang natitira for IDCNs. And, actually, isa na lang yung nakatayo. Si Meepo
And
ay
FER
knockdown.
getting some kills here. It doesn't seem like... it seems like they're chasing IDCNs away. Good. They attacked IDCNs while they were being kept busy by the Bulacan, or rather by the Red Spartans right there. They secured themselves some kills. This could, and with Santorio out of the picture, this is their chance here to maintain top 4.
Right, and Mungo getting 2 kills already. Devo naman ay knockdown ngayon, which is gonna be revived by his teammate. And Trix be the final member of IDCNs, and actually Kenzo able to spot itong si Trix, and Trix will be on half HP. Will have to heal up. Random shots yung ginagawa niya dito.
Spray and pray.
Oo.
But that is threatening IDCNs here. With one member down, that means they can't make any aggressive plays unless they go for a sick flank, which means that the other teams have a little bit more chances here. Can FER get the revive here? Doesn't seem like there's 2 members of them that are down here. Snow and friends might actually be able to take this if... Okay, so the biggest thing... This is actually just a 1v1v1 at this point. It's a Mexican standoff. FER, or 1v1v2? Yeah, and it does seem like FER is going to go for a revive here. Nades coming through to try and deny them that, because if they get this revives, good chance that they're going to be the ones winning here. Nice nades here coming in from Kenzo from Snow and friends.
Ang ganda nung pagka-need ni Kenzo doon sa FUR.
That evens the score. That evens the odds here. 2v2v1.
Totoo yan. And Blue Zone din ay kalaban ng Snow and Friends. They have to really push their way through as smokes will pop off again for the cover. And ni Banay will be able to get the knock for FUR. Si Mungo na lang again ang natitira.
But all he really needs to do here is make us hope that Strix can be the distraction here, right? Strix has really bad cover right now, but Mungo can't really risk shooting him because parang siya yung trump card niya dito. Siya yung equalizing factor niya laban sa Snow and Friends. And now, but Snow, one member down. So it's gonna be a 1v1 here. Mungo, can he go for the revive? Can he go for the push to kill here? He's letting himself be out and open. Meanwhile, FER has the cover of the destroyed vehicle. Mungo
low
taking
HP,
a lot
man.
of damage. Very, very low HP for both of these members. One bullet will finish the job here. That's going to be one member of Okay, Mungo is able to heal up. So is this member of Snow and Friends here. 1v1 na lang. has a little bit of cover from both. Push coming up here from Snow and Friends to try and corner Mungo back into the circle, catch him while he's prone. He has a very, very good position here. Gets out of the position. Nice smoke there. Nice smoke. A little bit of veil force him to push up further. Use the car as his effective cover right here. Peek from that as well. Who's gonna win?
No.
It's gonna be Snow and Friends. And FUR though. They get 4 kills plus top 2. I think this keeps them in top 4. Meanwhile, Snow and Friends, look at that. 14 kills and top 1.
Wow. Sobrang daming kills, man, ng
That's
Snow and
29
Friends.
points.
Yes, indeed. Sobrang dami talaga ng ginawang puntos dito ng Snow and Friends, and definitely they are in contention on getting that top 4. Then later on, especially we still have 2 more maps left. Pero ang mahirap dito, Hyron, is sa Anok yung mapa.
Sanok. Iba talaga. It completely different animal ang Sanok compared sa Erangel tsaka sa Miramar. So, that means it's exciting. Sobrang exciting ng ating next games natin.
At habang tinitingnan natin yung highlights nung kanina, guys, I would like just to say AcadArena recently launched its newest cycle of scholarship that are open to all student gamers. So if you have a sibling, merong pinsan or kaibigan na nasa senior college or senior high school rather, or in college, they could apply right now for our scholarship grants. Just simply visit AcadArena.com/scholarships and get a chance to be a #AcadArena scholar. And also, if you want to bring esports into your school, the AcadArena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs can get access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, event support, and of course, the Globe Esports Merit Scholarship. Learn how to join now the Alliance today at AcadArena.com/alliance.
Yeah, build up that collegiate infrastructure in your school. Maybe your organization could become one of the greats, make their mark on collegiate history, like how Oblation Esports did, how USD Teletigers did as well. All of those very prestigious organizations. Like I'm gonna run out of time listing them, But yeah, that's what the Alliance program is for, But I think we're gonna get into a very, very short. I think I'm gonna confirm as well. But of course, once again, top 4 gonna make it to PvP Esports Regionals on November 14. Watch out for those, because that's gonna be the Philippines being represented on the Southeast Asian stage. But we'll find that out after our last 2 maps. We'll be your shoutcasters for. Where are your shoutcasters for that? I'm Hyron. With me is Kuku TV. We'll be seeing you for 2 Sanhok maps after a very short break.
Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Pang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyo pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganun? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang.
Anong grade na ba yung anak nyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.
Good evening. Get your dinner ready while you watch the NCO Season 3 featuring PUBG Mobile. Will be your shoutcasters for our next game. Is going to be me, Hyron, with Luna Sky. Kamusta?
Okay lang, Hiron. Kamusta ka
Mhm.
rin?
Yeah, I mean, having fun here in the PUBG M for NCO. Very, very close. Talagang tinitignan ko kung sino yung top 4 kasi yun yung pinaka feels bad kung top 5 ka hindi ka makapasok sa top 4, and like I said,
Hmm.
FER maintains top 4 here because Santorio finished like what, 6th place, and even with their 8 or 7 kills, Arellano Elite just edged it out with with those a couple of kills plus top 2. That was enough to get them with IDC and Sandres Spartans
Okay.
ahead of Arellano Elites.
Grabe din yung Snow and Friends talagang
Oo.
bumawi sila for that game. Kitang-kita ko
Oo.
kanina. And then how many points kanina? Sobrang dami nalang kills din
They basically doubled their points.
Mhm. Talagang mukhang gusto na lang mapasama sa top 4.
But they're gonna really have to make every point count here, no?
Yeah.
Kasi we're going to our last two maps or last two rounds. Double Sanhok, Southeast Asia talaga. Kasi yung mga magiging top 4 dito, lalabanan nila yung ibang teams from Southeast Asian universities and colleges. So very fitting na yung last two maps natin for our playoffs ay double Sanhok.
Kaya
Kasi
talagang
Southeast Asia inspired talaga yan.
kailangan talaga nalang galingan. At
Oo.
siguro dapat talaga yung mga ibang teams kailangan maging aggressive talaga.
Mhm.
Mhm. Kita nyo naman yung mga scores. Sobrang layo din ng iba. Yung iba nasa 100 plus na.
Mhm.
Kaya kailangan na lang talagang humabol.
And like I said, Arellano Elite, they built up a very good lead earlier. So merong buffer sila. So kahit hindi sila super high up on the rankings and kills sa game 8 natin overall, they're still maintaining top 4 spot and actually very close lang. 115, 114, 111 points. Arellano Elite, they knock it out of the park again in game 8 and game 9 rather. Then they're gonna shoot up back in the rankings again.
Yeah. And FEOR as well actually. Talagang medyo consistent yung ano nila, yung games nila.
Mhm.
Yun nga lang, medyo minsan nagkukulang sila sa kills, but the placement is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to see though. Kasi pinaka-excited ako dito kung ano kung yung FEUR, yung journey ng FEUR Roosevelt.
And
Kasi
I know 3 players lang ang FEOR nga, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So yun yung talagang nakakabilib sa FEOR dahil even though that they're missing one player, they still manage to get, top 5 or top 4. So yeah,
Yeah.
nakakabilib.
Mhm. But of course, that's not to mention yung effort ng IDCians, no?
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've seen IDCians participate on a collegiate stage. No, I haven't seen them in our other AcadArena tournaments, like at least in the broadcasted events. No, so I'm really happy to see IDCians succeeding. Kasi I think they're from Iloilo. Of course, it's in that school name, and Iloilo is always such an active region for esports. We see it in not just in collegiate, no. So I'm really proud, or not proud, implying that I'm from it, but I'm really happy that they're continuing. That this is a very active region. Of course, Red Spartans, great to see them here as well. So I'm really excited for the rest of our teams. Kung makakahabol si Santorio, kung makakahabol yung Snow and Friends, gaya ng sinabi ni Kuku, they're gonna need to get that chicken dinner again to get back
Yeah,
into top 4.
that's right. So yeah, the map is here already. So it's going to docks. At ayun na nga, nagsisibak sa akin ang ating mga players. And trying to get a decent spot here sa ating Sanhok map. Ayan.
Yeah. It's very favored sa southwest and yung basta yung left half ng mapa natin. No? So a lot of the more popular drop zones dito on the northeastern side of the map, baka they have to go out of their way basically to drop there. Like if you go to Paradise Resort, Tatmok, or Kao, medyo
Yeah.
malayo ka, medyo matagal yung lipad mo.
Yeah, pero at least ito yun nga, since dahil nga ang ating Sanhok map ay maliit, kayang-kaya pa nalang bubulo dun sa ating map. Ayan.
Mhm. Yeah, this is gonna be fast.
Yeah, this is going to
Actually, meron ng down dito. If we look at the map, I think this is from Valiant Esports. Na down na ng isang member from
oo
UST.
nga. Oh my God.
Oh
So,
my
mabilis
god.
na nga talaga itong bakbakan nating fourth game. Ayan, you can see. One player is down, but let's see if Valiant Esports can rescue their teammate. Pero mukhang si Demigod, mukhang bantay sarado ata ngayon.
Oo. Pero I guess they can get the res. The thing is, it's still gonna delay yung looting nila. The more
Yeah.
they're trying to play triage, get that medical assistance going, the more that UST is looting around the area, no? And yun yung nangyayari, nakita natin yan. They're looting around the area, so they'll be more prepared. And actually, they can try
Yeah.
surrounding yung area na kung nasan yung how. But of course, they might just back off. Don't really want to fight this early.
Yeah, it's hard din kasi tignan mo naman si Demigod, wala siyang vest, wala siyang helmet. So it's
Mhm.
actually critical din to push as of now dahil nga syempre mahirap din if ever nakakuha na ng baril yung other teammates ng ating cutie patuti, mukhang madadown agad itong si Demigod.
Mhm. But for now, yeah, like I expected, ayaw nila muna maglaban. Wala ka naman makukuha other than 4 points in exchange for losing a lot of time na hindi ka naglo-loot dahil
Yeah.
naglalaban ka. I don't think it's worth that trade. Masyadong short-sighted. Pero tignan natin, baka talagang gusto nila yung 4 points dito, no?
Yes. Pero you can see that, like here team number 3 medyo um ano pa siya, aware pa siya na medyo kalat din ang ating team number 1. So medyo nag-iingat pa din sila if ever
Mhm.
maglulut sila in an open area.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see though. One of them did get down. I think malalaban na sila dito. Demigod gonna be a little bit of a pinch here. He does have the box, but he's gonna get pushed out very, very easily. When he does get the down on one of them, he could get flanked though from the
Oh, ayun
side.
na nga.
That is what we're gonna see. But it does seem like tatlo party sila dito, tatlong down dito. But I think it's gonna be how being a little bit ahead here. They are gonna get Cutie Patuti a lot of damage coming through. But they could just stabilize here if they're not careful. They're gonna go for the full man push here. How coming in, trying to wipe away UST from the face of Sandhawk, coming in hot. That's gonna be 4 points going to Valiant
Ayan,
Esports. Going
bumawi na
down,
nga ang
yeah,
Valiant Esports natin ngayon.
yeah, from 50
Mukhang,
to 54.
mukhang gigil sila ngayon na makakuha ng kills.
Because I know it's depending on how the game goes, it's possible for them to reach top four. Actually, it's kind of malabo. For wow, kind of that's pretty corny, right? But for Valiant Esports to get to top four, FEUR and Santorio have to blunder very hard in the Sandhawk maps. But
Yeah.
it is Sandhawk, so anything's possible.
Yes, that's right. So, ayan na nga. Let's see if team... Ayun, mukha talaga, medyo talaga passive sila ngayon sa
Mhm,
Sanok eh.
mhm. I
So,
mean, it's the last two
trying,
games, no?
yeah, so they're trying to really take the spot talaga to the top 4.
Paradigm Eterna, another one of our malabo but possible top four contenders as well. They are a couple points ahead of Valiant Esports, and if they can get some early, actually by now Valiant Esports is actually at 2 points ahead of them. They closed the gap, so now they're just looking to maybe get some aggressive kills early. But they are going to be coming up against Santorio. No, that's one of the juicy targets. If they can take
Kaya,
down Santorio, mas malaking chance nila na makaabot dun sa threshold natin for PvP esports.
yes, yun na nga. At yun nga, sabi ko dati, ang Santorio medyo hindi sila ganun lumaban or
Mhm.
napunta sa top 10 ang nung qualifiers. Pero ngayon, kitang-kita nyo lumaban talaga ngayon
Mhm.
ang ating Santorio.
Yeah,
So,
they know.
nakakatuwa. Yeah. So, nakakatuwa
Nakakatawa.
talaga ngayon mga players ngayon dahil talagang porsigido silang magbago ang gameplay, magbago ng spot, if ever, para lang ma-secure nila ang chicken dinner.
Mhm, mhm. So it looks like that is the case here. Eterna. This is from NEU, no? Paradigm Eterna. Nakita natin yung organization nila in other AcadArena events and tournaments as Paradigm Esports here, Paradigm Eterna here as well. Looking to make a name for themselves in PUBGM. Silent but deadly. Looking to see if Santorio makes a blunder in their positioning.
That's right. So, I think Eterna right now is just, trying to see if there's a player open. Kasi mukha namang nakadapa
Mhm.
lang siya dito at, just spectating.
Yeah. I think makakaalis na dito yung Santorio without too much fanfare.
Yeah.
But at least stay safe dito yung yung ating teams. So we're gonna have to see. Looking at Team 13, Digital Warriors, not really a top four contender, but they have been able to show, have a few showings here and there. They do have like what, 15 kills so far. Maybe they can give their organization, the Warriors here from USC, a little bit of justice.
Yeah. Here, number 15 is Gorka. Ayan, Gorka. Medyo malayo-layo din ang ating
Mhm.
Gorka. So yeah, kailangan din talaga na lang to step up a game. Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe NCO next season as well.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that that they're here, they put their names out there, right? They put their names out, and that's
Yeah.
always how you start out in as not just a player, no, as an organization here in collegiate campus esports. You always start out somewhere near the bottom, unless you have like a star roster agad-agad. But usually, it's better for organizations to build up a good infrastructure. Kasi a good infrastructure can train good rosters, di ba,
Yeah,
Luna?
that's right, that's right. Oh, I hear gunshots already and mukhang nakita nila dito ang ating team number 5 and tinatin
Ooh.
kung they're trying to
Snow and
spray.
Friends.
Yeah, the Snow and Friends.
The thing is, we have to watch Snow and Friends, right? Because they got a chicken dinner out of nowhere in the
Oh, and
previous
dami
game.
pang kills. So,
Mhm.
yeah, nakakagulat talaga yun sa Snow and Friends. Mukhang kanina nga tinatanong namin, mukhang nagtawag na si Snow ng
Oh.
Friends. Kaya, ayan, dumami na ang kanilang lakas.
Mhm. So they can actually try and contend for top 4 here. The important thing is to deny Santorio and FUR. Okay, two things have to go right. A lot of things have to go right. But the two main ones have to be that Snow and Friends has to get chicken dinner or top 2 na may madaming kills ulit.
Yeah.
Or, actually not or, and kailangan Santorio and FUR, they need to go down early in the match. Like
Yeah.
top 6, top 7, and while Snow and Friends gets the chicken dinner plus a lot of kills, maybe Snow and Friends can get that. Kasi posible naman eh. They are capable. They've shown us that.
Yeah. So, yun yan. Naging aggressive na ngayon ang ating Snow and Friends and they're making sure na they'll get killed talaga. And you can
Mhm.
see right now, they're spraying our Gorka.
Gurkha Warriors here. Our Gurkha Army, though. Yeah, in a little bit of a tough spot. And it does seem like, okay, they do have the scopes to support poking from this distance. No? Meanwhile, hindi pa natin sure kung merong, kung yung Tanawan City Academy players natin from Gurkha Army are able to fight back. It doesn't seem like they have the proper scopes to fight back fully.
Yeah, pero ito, si Punisher mukhang
Okay, actually, pwede naman. Doable, doable.
AUG, yeah. Kaya-kaya naman din. And
With that
you can
scope.
see, level 2 helmet naman na din siya and level vest. So, yeah, kayang-kaya naman. They just have to
Yes.
find the right angle lang talaga. Ooh, ayan, ang ating Suntory mukhang may na-down.
Ooh, Santorio, like I said, gusto nilang i-overtake yung FUR dito in the top spot at this point. And it's really about guerrilla warfare, no? Very fitting for a Southeast Asian map.
I think ang kalaban nila right now is Team 12.
Yeah, Team 12.
So,
That is PGDN 7 HCA. I think that's Holy Child's Academy.
ayan ang Holy Childs. Ayan, they're trying to spray in Team number 12 right here. And I think Team number 12 is trying to angle pa eh. Trying to flank pa and you can see
One more
that-
shot, they get the
Oh,
down.
may na-down na naman, yes. Ayan.
Oh, and medyo isolated siya, no? And with the scopes that they have, they can actually go for the finish off kasi these trees are not very good cover if you're attacking them from multiple angles. They get the full kill,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yep, so 1 kill na yan. 2 kills na pala sa ating Santorio. So, ayan, mukhang talagang sinusugod na ng ating Team Santorio, ating Team
Yeah.
12.
They know they've wounded their prey. They just have to go for the finishing blow in the jugular here. Meanwhile,
Need 2 players to go for our Team 12. So, that's a risky place for them.
parang horror movie to. Inahabol ka sa gubat, tapos may nahanap kang bahay. I'm safe. Yun yung sasabihin ng ating team from PGDN 7. Pero
you still
habulin
will
pa rin
make
sila
them
eh.
Oh, yun ang mahirap
Oo.
din talaga. It's either
Ay,
you
nako.
back out or you be aggressive as well at,
Nako
labanan
po.
4 players.
Hindi lang Santorio. Nandito rin yung IDC.
Ayan na nga, lumalaban na guys ang ating mga players at magkikipag third party na ang ating IDC hands.
Actually, baka Santorio tsaka IDC yan. This might actually be good for our friends from Holy Child's Academy kasi kung dito, kung may dalawang kaiju, parang Godzilla versus King Kong yan, no? Dalawang teams like this, they meet each other, they have to fight each other, which means yung Holy Chad's Academy, okay, alis na tayo, guys.
Safe na tayo.
Oh.
Ayan na.
And this
So,
is very contentious. If
Mhm.
Santorio gets taken down early, that means they can't contest top 4 from FUR
Yeah.
anymore.
So, sayang yun.
Mhm.
Pero let's
They have,
see. I think medyo passive play man na ngayon ang ating
oh.
Santorio.
They are fighting back though. They just have to find those angles. One member down
Oh!
for Santorio. Fried is going to be able to get that knockdown. It's going to be very hard to stabilize from here. They have to make a choice. They either have to get those smokes in to get the res, or they push back, they lash out, right, and go for
Oh,
the
they're
flank here.
pushing.
No,
Oh, 3
no,
seconds
Santorio,
down.
no.
Grabe, sayang yun.
Okay, from the side though, looks like he does have some covering fire from his buddy. That's going to be
Oh,
one knockdown, two
they're
knockdowns.
down.
This could be a stabilization from Santorio. 2 members are going to be dead, but they could still maintain their position here. No, it's going to be a 2v1 here.
Oh!
Ah,
Sayang.
sayang. Hindi na clutch. And that's big. That's big, ah. That's top 12 finish for Santorio, which is very small. That's like 1 point. And they got like what? 2 kills? 1 kill?
2 kills ata.
2 kills.
Sayang.
So 3 points. So hindi malabong makahabol sila sa
Malabo
FER
talaga.
unless ma-knockout din yung FER for this one. They're gonna have to try like triple yung effort for game 10 kung gusto nila humabol sa FER here. Meanwhile, this is opportunity for Snow and Friends and Cutie Patuti to get ahead.
Mhm. I think
Actually, not Cutie
si
Patuti.
Freed
It's
talaga
mostly for
sobrang
Snow and
aggressive
Friends.
eh, no?
Oh.
And you
At
can
mukhang sa kill field natin.
Yeah, meron na ulit. So,
Oh, si cute. And this is still Cutie Patuti.
oh, okay.
Oh.
Ayan na nga. Talagang
Ilang kills to?
humahabol din sila.
Oh, 4
Ay,
kills.
4, yeah, 4. So, yan nga, ang cutie patuti talagang, ano na sila, humahabol din eh.
Like Super Saiyan na.
Mhm. And you
But
can
we're
see
gonna-
Ryu, mukhang ating Santorio. Meron pa isang team eh. I think that's Sage. Near them. I think it's in the
Yeah, Sage yung
quarry
pula.
area.
Yeah, they're. Let's see. Sino si Marbs? Let's check them out. He's from San Carlos, University of San Carlos Digital Warriors here, coming up against Sage, possibly. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
very easy for them to get into fight. Baka nga yung FUR ay makigulo pa dito.
Yeah, they're going inside the zone as well and going to the direction where Sage is. So, tingnan natin kung makakasalamuhan nila ang ating Sage Esports.
We're gonna have to see though.
And there as well, there's a near team there. I'm not quite sure who is. Who is this? Nino.
We're gonna have to see. This is Ooh, okay. Looking at the map though, it does seem like How is having a very good position at the center of the map.
Yeah.
At this point, it's because our teams medyo naglaban-laban na sila early. Actually, sa next third, fourth circle natin for
Yeah.
Sanhok, medyo nag-slow down yung action natin dito.
Kasi talagang they need to actually be a passive player for a while since placement points na ngayon ang habol nila. And there you have it. There's Pantera, I think. Ethera, nanda down. I'm not quite sure who is the team.
We're gonna have to see though. Paradigm Eterna might be around here. Okay, ito gusto makita. Sage versus
Sage,
USC, no?
yeah.
That's going to be San Agustin versus San Carlos, no? Sapakan sa Visayas. Tignan natin dito. Sino yung superior dito sa ating USA versus University of San Agustin versus University of San Carlos here. Mukhang mag-push dito ang USC.
Oh,
They're gonna get one down. They can possibly trade this, but they have to push into a dangerous angle here that they can get shot from. They do have the support.
tinapos si
So
Jen.
one member down from Sage here. Ating mga kaibigan from San Carlos. Mukhang may magandang
One
posisyon sila
player
dito laban sa ating Iloilo squad.
Oh, what? Grabe na ano niya yun. Nag-grenade niya
Oo.
yun. Like one player for team number 13.
Galit na galit yung ating mga Cebuano dito.
Ayan now, another grenade. Ayan. Oh, muntik na yun.
Okay. Medyo delikado. They do get the res though. They can go for a push here at this point after they stabilize. One member very, very low here. Molly out to try and flush them. Let's see. One good bullet here on the side of KIX. He does get the meds out. They're going to go for a flank. Can they fight back though? Supporting fire. Both of them are very, very low. KIX goes down. Next down is going to be the last member of Sage. Can he fight back? Can he get knockdowns? Can he get kills? No, he's just going to get surrounded by a pack of
Grabe.
players here from USC.
Grabe yung
And
flank talaga nung ating Team 13 doon. Kitang-kita nyo naman sa replay, guys.
Oo. Mukhang galit na galit yung Cebuano. Ayaw nilang
Ayaw naman ng
ayaw
Sage.
nilang lagi silang na overshadow ng Sage dito sa sa Visayas, sa esports sa
Oo.
Visayas.
Well, good try for Sage. At least they tried their
Mm.
best.
Oh,
And
and
right now,
mhm,
the zone is already,
closing in.
yeah, they're already
And we
close.
might actually see another fight here. This is gonna be, I think this is Arellano Elites versus How, yung blue tsaka yung green. Tas
Mm,
sasama pa dyan yung Snow and Friends. This is a rich opportunity for the Tarlac squad.
yeah. Open na open din dito ang ating team number 5. Pero mukhang kita-kita nyo naman number 5, medyo ano pa sila, nakadapa pa, trying to
Mhm.
gatekeep other players going up the hill. At ayan, mukhang aware na nga sila na team
Oh,
number 7. Yeah, they're
and mukhang
scout.
nagsa-scout lang muna dito yung
Yeah,
yung Snow and Friends tsaka yung How. Meanwhile, yung IDCians, they already have a pretty good um,
placement.
placement here, no? They have a very good compound to themselves. Mukhang papasok na yung How dito, scouting out. They might face against Snow and Friends here. The problem is it's whoever wins, they'll lose. Right? Medyo off kasi kung kahit manalo sila laban, let's say How beats Snow and Friends, they could
Yeah.
get third partied here by IDCians.
Yeah, ito din yung ano pa sa Sanhok eh. Sanhok is a very small map. So,
Mhm.
kaya pang ma-KS ng ibang players yung kill mo eh. So, mahihirapan talaga yung ibang players dito in case na may third party talaga dito.
Okay, that's gonna be Snow and Friends getting mollied out. I think the molly didn't hit the mark too hard here, so did force a reposition here from Snow and Friends. This is gonna be a standoff, and lahat ng nangyari dito naririnig ng IDCians, no?
Yeah. So, 3 players na lang pala ang ating team number 5.
Mhm. Snow and Friends, they did lose one member. Ooh, what team is losing so many members? Let's check that out. Oh man,
Zone is getting smaller and smaller. Pero tingnan mo yung FEUR, mukhang nag-aano pa
oh
sila,
that's Holy Chad's Academy.
aabang pa.
Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be this is a four-way melee here. Is gonna happen, right? So we have Holy Chad's Academy, we have Iloilo Doctors Academy, we have Holy Angels University, Holy Angel University, and we have Tarlac University in one area, in one compound here. And the tensions are gonna be high. Meanwhile, FUR, kung nakita niyo yung mapa kanina, medyo chill lang sila.
Yeah,
Ayaw
they're
nilang
just
makigulo
waiting.
dito.
Yeah, ayaw nila. They're just waiting
Oo.
for the placement talaga eh. So,
For sure.
ano nyo naman.
For sure dahil nakita nila na down yung Santorio early. Medyo off yung pressure sa shoulders nila, no?
Yeah.
Parang nakahinga sila ng mabuti.
Nakahinga ng konti.
Oo. Kasi yung Santorio yung nagpapapawis. Oh. Gonna be Snow and Friends going for the aggressive move here against.
Oh,
That's gonna be one member away from IDCians. That's huge. If they
Yeah,
can get the advantage here.
So, ano kayang gagawin ni Freed and ang kanyang other
Mhm.
member?
Medyo split apart dito yung IDCians, no?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Snow and Friends, they're in a 2-1 split. They could go for the IDC and malapit-lapit dito sa south side, but they have to watch out kasi How has Overwatch in the jungle, right? They're in the trees. They're looking to get some snipes out. Mukhang gusto mang flank dito ng isang member ng Snow and Friends. Pero for sure si Mimi po ito, alam na alam niya na merong nasa paligid.
I think nag-throw kanina siya ng grenade, so talagang aware siya na there's somebody here flanking already.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
I
they
think
should have that
Mongol
scout
here
out.
is very active. Oh,
Okay. Oh,
Violent
nice.
Esports pa dito, the third party.
Kahit unang
Grabe.
tumira yung How.
Yeah.
Na-headshot sino, check natin sa roster kung sino to.
Na-down
Ito si
pa yung
Nibane.
Oh, may na-down din si Munggo din, FEUR.
Oh, mukhang lumalaban na yung FER dito. Okay, so they could actually go for a push here since they're being pressured. Snow and Friends talagang, saka nandito yung Holy Child's Academy. Delikado to para sa members ng Snow and
Naku, may
Friends.
FEUR pa ba? Mukhang ang dami ko nakitang kill feed sa
Oo nga eh.
FEUR. I think
Ano kaya nangyari dun?
pumunta na sila sa zone, so baka nakakita sila or na gatekeep sila ng other
Mukhang napuwersa yung
player.
laban.
Yeah, nako.
Meanwhile, How they're still going strong here. They just need to parang hinihintay lang nila maluto, no? Parang samgyup lang 'yan. Tas niluluto yung Snow and Friends tsaka yung yung IDC, yung IDCians, nagluluto sila. So kung pag natapos na maluto, kunwari may ma-down sa IDCNs or sa Snow and Friends, kukunin na lang nila yung niluto nila.
Oo, tama. Grabe 'tong mga players na 'to. Ayan na, they're going inside the zone yung iba. Pero I think, naku, meron pa nga bang ano, FER? Wala na nga. So I was
Wala na
right.
nga.
Yeah, nag-gatekeep sila ng
Na-wipe
other.
out sila ng
Na-wipe
Batangas
out
State
sila.
University.
Yeah, na-wipe out.
Okay,
Oh,
nice flip there. Okay yung tricks dun Sayang walang points para sa tricks.
kaya nga eh.
Holy Child's
Sure,
Academy.
that's a lot of damage kapag talagang naano ka sa car.
Oh.
Ayan na nga.
Okay, Holy Child's Academy
Trying
caught out of
to
position.
spray. Yeah.
They do get one member down from
Valiant
them
Esports.
from Valiant Esports, and
Yeah.
hindi nila finish off. One bullet is enough to equalize it. Can they actually?
Oh.
Yeah, that's both of them down.
Yeah.
How able to take down two? I think, and I think they can stabilize while the other teams are busy with each other. No, Holy Child Academy is still up in this. He's still in this fight in the hills here. Hinahabol na siya ng. Oh no, he's gonna get sniped
Mabilis
out.
ng ano nung
Mabilis.
mabilis talaga pag ganun eh. Open na
Oo.
open din kasi ang ating team.
Desperado, smoke sa
Yes.
sarili dito para makapag-heal.
Ito
Hinahanap
yung
siya ng
mahirap
how
sa
dito.
Sano, it's an open area, hill.
Mhm.
So wala ka talagang cover dito unless you have utilities to use. And you can
Meanwhile,
see
Snow
na
and
talaga
Friends.
yung ano.
Hinahunting talaga nila yung IDCians.
Yeah.
Kasi number 1 sila right now. The spotlight is on them.
Oh,
Medyo off yung
grabe.
Granada. Sayang.
Nagkamali pa
Na-down
siya
pa
doon.
siya.
And
Okay,
na-open pa siya doon.
that might be a big throw. That's a big throw. Kasi mag-isa na lang yung member ng Snow and Friends dito. Which means, ito na yung signal para...
signal to push the
Sayang.
team. Yeah, sayang.
They just have... One of the members just has to survive though. They just have to survive. 12 kills,
Nagkamali kasi siya eh.
IDCians.
Nako.
Nagkamali. Okay na sana yung Granada na yun eh. That'll flush them out and allow them to go for the
Yeah, they can
kills.
delay actually the team since the
Oo.
zone is already closing in then. So sayang yon, nagkamali lang siya ng throw.
Sayang for Snow and Friends. But they do have some kills.
Yeah.
They just have to make sure to be in the top 3 for this map. Right? They just need to be in the top 3 of this map. 10 points, 12 points, 15, or if possible, no, 15 points. Pero I think the most they can do here is 3rd place. Unless talagang mag-beast mode dito si si Kyon
Freed
here.
dito and team number 1 Valiant Esports is
I think
trying to find Freed here.
He's really trying.
Oh yeah, hindi makapag-heal.
Wait, happy feet?
He's too open. Oh, ayun na nga, nakita na nga si Freed.
Di kaya.
Di kaya. Sobrang low na din kasi si Freed that time. So, nahirapan din siyang hindi niya alam kung
And this is good.
a-angle ba siya or mag-heal eh.
And this is good for Snow and Friends, no? They ensure they're one higher in the placements. And dahil lahat ng hit na nasa kanila, it was coming from the Iloilo Doctors College.
Yeah.
Now that they're out of the picture for this game, medyo off yung aggro sa kanila, di ba? So,
Yeah.
kaya pang mag-chill dito habang naglalaban-laban yung How tsaka yung Red Spartans.
Yeah, tama. 4 teams pa din naman. So, yeah.
Sino yung isang team? So, Snow and Friends, Red
Team
Spartans,
number
How?
1, Valiant, and then team number 5.
Sino yung isa?
Team 4. Team 4 is...
Ayun! Oh
Red
my
Spartans.
God! Buhay pa yung Holy
Yeah,
Child's Academy! That's Holy Child's Academy coming in hot at 4th place in this map.
Grabe.
So this is most likely... Okay, so it's a 2v2v 1v...
2 against 1.
Okay, 3v2v 1v1 I think. Yung isa nangyayari dito. So parang Mexican standoff. At this point, they're not really pressured. Yeah. They just have to wait for the circle to get
sila
smaller.
aware dun sa Holy Child's Academy. So, hindi na din nila alam kung nasaan siya.
So yung main na labanan dito is between the Batangas boys from the Holy Angel Academy boys. Okay.
Yeah, they're just trying to throw grenades. Pero kitang-kita mo lahat sila nakadapa.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yung talagang map.
Can't risk, yeah.
Yeah, you
Can't risk standing up.
Yep.
Makikita ka agad eh. Meanwhile, itong Holy Child's Academy, can they get a sick flank here? Talagang... The thing is, it's kind of a tough spot. Kung nakakuha siya ng kill against How, they're basically making sure that the Red Spartans win, right? So if he gets a kill against How, that might not be good for them, but let's see how this all plays out, no?
Yep. Pero the zone is closing in and ayan na nga, medyo nahihirapan siyang umapang at
May first aid naman siya.
ayan na nga, mahihirap.
Pero isa na lang din
Naku,
pagkatapos.
masakit na rin.
Kaya, abot ba?
Oo.
Sakto.
Umabot naman. Pero
He's gonna have to run.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, ayan na nga.
no! Caught him slipping. How? May narinig siya eh. May
Kaya
narinig
nga
siya. Ano
eh.
yun?
Saka risky talaga pag tumayo ka sa Sanok eh. Kitang-kita ka
Oo.
talaga ng
Pero
other players
kailangan
na
niya eh.
nakatapa.
No choice, no choice.
Yeah. Either
Snow
way.
and so it's a 3v2v1 here. Mexican, not really a Mexican standoff because there's a clear dominating force here, which is the Red Spartans. How needs to be careful because if they lose too much, if they kasi kaya naman ni 2v3 eh. They just
Yeah.
pick to target selection quite well, but they can't risk giving the win to Snow and Friends.
Oh, they're just throwing grenades here.
Oh no,
Oh!
never mind. Oh, sorry. Masyadong pangit yung terrain doon
Bad
para
position
Snow
din
and
niya dun
Friends.
eh. Kita na siya.
But this means they are up what? Like 12 points at least from kills plus top 3.
Yeah. 11 kills is not bad.
Mm-hmm,
Grabe.
mm-hmm. And here, 11 kills for
Yeah,
for
our
How. And
For How.
checking like I said, How is one of those malabo pero kaya na teams to umabot ng top 4. With 11 kills plus top 1, if they get this chicken dinner, even if they don't get the chicken dinner, that's like 23 points. I think kaya humabol against FUR kasi nakita natin na wipe out kanina medyo maaga yung FUR. Tsaka yung Santorio. Those are two very important names to watch dun sa game na ito.
Ayun na, they're throwing smoke already
Okay.
since the zone is really closing in. 18 seconds na lang. And kailangan na
Nice
talaga.
molly.
Oh, nice molly! Grabe
Sabi
yun.
nga na kuko, hindi tayo na Inferno. Oh no. Oh, wait. Can he get the duel though? Can he get the top one? Wait, who won? Oh, it's going to be Red Spartans. Red
Spartan.
Spartans.
Sayang yun.
Oh, pero kaya yun ha. Very, down to the wire
Grabe.
ang nangyari doon. Pero that's gonna be, as you said, 11 kills in top 2.
Yeah.
That's going to be 23 points in for How. For
Valiant
Snow and,
Esports.
for Valiant Esports. Meanwhile, 5 kills plus top 3, that's going to be 15 points for Snow and Friends. Meanwhile, itong top 1 chicken dinner natin, which is yung Red Spartans, are gonna go up to 19 points. And IDCians, anong placement ng IDCians natin?
Nakalimutan ko din eh.
Doctor's College. So, hanapin natin si Veyron siguro. Ayun. They're top 5. They're top 5.
Yeah, si Freed. Ayan.
So that's okay. That's 12 kills plus top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
12 kills plus top 5 gives them 18 points. So actually, it's still very close. Of course, the top 3 seems like they're very, very close. Yung pinaka tinitignan natin dito kung sino yung magiging top 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Tignan natin later on for our last game.
Mm-hmm.
At ayun na nga, Sanhok na naman. Yun o, grabe.
Sanhok ulit.
Spray dun ni,
The great equalizer.
Yun nga.
Kasi talagang ganito ka-intense yung action sa Sanhok, no?
Yun nga. Kung siguro hindi lang din na down ng Molotov kanina, si How, I think they can manage to...
kasi kaya, naka 1v2 na eh. Naka 1v2 na yung isang member ng Valiant Esports eh. So,
na-down na eh.
But I guess wala ding choice kasi by the time na nakatayo na siya, mababaril na rin siya.
Nabaril na siya, yeah.
So yun yung preparation. So of course, very excited to see how this is gonna play out kasi next game natin ay ang last game natin before we decide who's gonna who's gonna play against other Southeast Asian teams sa ating PvP Esports.
Yes.
Of course, we just like to quickly thank natin yung sponsors natin. NCO 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom and Logitech G, and we have been your shoutcasters for this 4th game that we have today. I'm Hyron. With me was Luna Sky. We'll be seeing you after a short break.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe. Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
And welcome back. This is what we've all been waiting for, the final game in our NCO Season 3 PUBGM playoffs. We'll be your shoutcasters for this final game. I'm Hiron. With me is Luna Sky. What's up, Luna?
What's up, Hiron? Ayan, excited na tayo. Dalawa, talagang pinag-uusapan na natin sino ang mananalo and get that chicken dinner for our last game. Grabe,
And I'm
nakakaba.
super excited.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think yung top 3 natin is like decided na. It's Red Spartans, IDCians, and Arellano Elites. Yung pinaka-contentious is between FEUR and Santorio. So even after everything, I think FEUR is still ahead by Santorio and by 2 points. 2
Yeah, 2
points!
points na lang, grabe.
But, Snow and Friends. Okay, may ginawa akong math dito eh. I think they need 95 minus 78. Okay, so they need to make sure that they have more than 17 points, which is a huge task, no? That means Snow and Friends has to finish chicken dinner or top 2 plus get at least 5 to 6 kills. Kasi I'm sure FUR and Santorio is gonna get a few kills then.
Grabe. Pati grabe ngayon, tinan mo, tie ang ating score ng ating Red Spartans and IDCians. Pero, yun nga, mas marami nga ang chicken dinners ng ating Red Spartans.
Tsaka sure naman tayo na pasok na sila sa top 4.
Yeah, top 4 naman. So, that's syempre the goal. Pero ayan, tinan natin yung mga nasa konting push na lang para makaabot sa ating top 4.
Yeah. Really what they're just waiting for here as well. Sanhok na naman, no? So, guerrilla warfare, fast positioning, and aggressive pushes are the name of the game here for Sanhok in our PUBGM playoffs. Super excited to see how this is going to play out. And of course, none of this would be possible. None of NCO 2021 would be possible without Globe Telecom, and of course, Logitech G, and of course, PvP Esports naman yung magiging tournament na papasukin ng mga top 4 natin on November 14. So just check out the PvP Esports Facebook page as well for any announcements. And of course, like nyo na rin yung page ng AcadArena and check out their website. A lot of really good info on there for the Alliance program, as well as for the Alliance program, as well as for scholarships for gamers, no?
And of course, guys, if ever you want your school to, have also tournaments or esports tournaments, you can also contact AcadArena. And syempre, guys, ang TikTok account ng ating AcadArena, don't forget. Ayan, syempre, pwede nyong, dahil alam ko diba ata ang players meron ngayong mga screen record ng kanilang game. They can actually edit the highlights of their game and post it on their TikTok
TikTokers.
account. Yes, syempre. And then, syempre, kapag part ka ng first 1,000 followers of AcadArena, you'll get a chance to win some of our weekly giveaways, of course. And of course, post or tweet with the hashtag AA TikTok giveaway to make your entry count. Ayan.
And of course, for the AcadArena website, just go to acadarena.com. That's where you'll find the links that you need for scholarships and for the Alliance program as well. And we do see a lot of familiar faces, familiar organizations na nagpa-participate dito sa ating PUBGM. Of course, we have NEU Paradigm with Paradigm Eterna. We have, of course, Holy Angel University, Valiant Esports, or Valiant Archangels. No, Valiant Esports, of course. And we have lots of other prestigious organizations coming in here as well, such as the digital, of course, San Agustin Golden Eagles with Sage Armada and Digital Warriors from USC. So these are just few of the very equal split yung flight path natin dito.
Oh, balik.
Perfect for our last game.
So yeah, going here. Ayan, from Camp Charlie going to side of Camp Mock. So ayan, gitnang-gitna guys. So tingnan natin sino ang mga players na pupunta sa save spot or dun sa bootcamp na mukhang magbabakbakan na yung mga tao
Oh,
dun.
sapakan sa bootcamp.
Sapakan na sa bootcamp.
Bootcamp na bootcamp talaga. But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like a lot of our players are actually going to bootcamp. It might just be Team 13 here, which I believe is Digital Warriors, or is that PGD and 7 HTA? Check
I
natin.
think that's HYD Geminoc. I'm not quite sure whose team is that.
Check natin. But yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, it seems like only one of them is going for bootcamp here. Pero it's a very even spread. Yung wala lang tao dito is yung Hatin tsaka Camp Alpha. That could be depende sa circle, that could be a place na rich in loot para sa mga players natin. After they get to their initial drop, they can go to Hatin. If they scouted out kung saan nag-drop yung ibang tao, that means they might scope that out as a potential loot area.
Yeah. Pero dun sa Camp Bravo, there's one team as well. Pero malapit sa kanilang other team here. So let's see kung mag-shift dun ba yung zone or dito sa side ng ating Camp Alpha.
These are the teams to watch ngayon.
Yeah.
The teams to watch are FUR and Santorio Esports
Yeah,
and
here,
Snow and Friends and
Santorio.
Valiant.
Santorio,
Santorio.
has a another team here as well.
Oh, Snow and Friends yung ano ah. So parang two birds with one stone itong labanan na to. If Santorio takes out Snow and Friends, no, it means they have one less contender for top 4 and they're ahead of the curve against FUR.
Yeah. So you can see the zone is already here. So
Do or die.
sa Camp Bravo ang ating zone.
Mhm.
So,
But we're gonna have to see, yeah?
yeah, so
Doesn't seem like mukhang hindi natin makita masyado yung Hatin tsaka yung Camp Bravo, yung northwestern camp dun sa ating mapa dito unless yung mga teams na natin na nasa southwest, path northwest, tapos northeast. Medyo malayo pero baka worth it for the loot. Meanwhile, mukhang makikita nga natin yung labanan ng Santorio tsaka ng Snow and Friends dito.
Oo.
This is do or die. This is fourth. This is like not really battle for fourth place, but this is a battle for a chance to keep your chances of being in the fourth place high. And this is super important. The moment na nakita nila sa kill feed kung sino yung nandito, for sure our teams are gonna get thirsty for those kills.
Yeah, you can see mukhang pinush talaga
Nice
yung
nade!
one player. Pero
knockdown!
down.
That could be the moment to push here. Oh no. This is
No.
bad for Santorio.
Yeah,
Wala
no,
silang meds dito kasi
no
early
other-
game.
Yeah. And you can
Like
see, hindi pa masyado nag-heal ang other player. And you can see the team number 5 is already pushing Santorio here.
Okay.
Ooh.
They're gonna get like shooting fish in a barrel. There's sharks in the water smelling blood, hunting for Santorio. That's gonna be one more member down, Santorio. They either have to stabilize hard or full-on escape. Talagang kailangan tumakbo dito pero hahantingin siya ng Snow and Friends. It's gonna get cold here in Sandhawk as that's gonna be Santorio. Their fourth place dreams are gonna get crushed by Snow and Friends. Meanwhile, Snow and Friends with 4 kills. They're hungry for blood. They're gonna turn this Sandhawk cold like winter. Kasi now, they're tasting it. Ito yung chance na maka-top 4 sila na makahabol sa FUR. Meanwhile, Santorio, oh man, they're sleeping with the fishes right now.
Oh my gosh. Grabe yun. Sobrang
Grabe.
snake na talaga nila yung chance once na minadown na sila ng isang player. They took that chance talaga to push Santorio. They knew
Oy.
that Santorio is there at lumabas na nga sa feed kanina. Grabe yun. Pinush talaga ng Snow
So,
and Friends. Oh,
Santorio out of the picture right now. They had a very good run, right?
yeah.
They had a
Nice
very,
try,
very
nice
good run.
try.
And that's something to be proud of, right? These players from Santorio, from San Juan National High School. These are young players with lots of potential. So I'm excited to see this roster again if PUBGM is gonna get featured in our next NCO PUBGM. No, so in our next NCO season. No, but for now, teams to watch: FUR
FUR,
and
yeah.
Snow and Friends. Yun yung dalawa.
Yes.
Kasi kung ma-eliminate dito yung FUR ng maaga or if they don't get enough kills and Snow and Friends is able to continue their killing spree into top 3, top 2,
Mhm.
top 4 is not gonna be so clear-cut.
Yeah, Snow and Friends talaga pag ganun.
Mhm.
Pero mukhang malayo pa naman sila sa isa't isa.
Mhm.
Pero let's see if
Oh.
our other teams here kung anong ginagawa.
Arellano Elites.
Yeah, team number 13.
Yeah, just
Digital
chilling.
Warriors. Yeah, team number
They
7.
they know they're maintaining their
Yeah.
spot within the top 4 no matter what, right? So
Oh! Pinout sila dito, team 13.
wow,
Grabe,
hindi niya
Digital
nakita.
Warriors.
Hindi niya nakita. Oh, that's a
Ayan.
classic Sanhok,
Classic
no?
Sanok talaga.
Tumatakbo ka, tapos biglang binabaril ka ng damo.
Hindi talaga mahirap pag talaga
Uh,
Sanok eh. Hindi mo makikita.
classic Southeast Asian
It's
experience.
another highlight for Reaper.
Oo.
Baka naman, Reaper, i-upload mo yan sa TikTok. And follow AcadArena.
Oo. Meanwhile, Team 16, this is NEU Paradigm Eterna, one of the familiar organizations venturing into our PUBGM here. Let's see how they fight it off against Team 12, which is PGDN7 Holy Child's Academy. Sino ang magwawagi dito? That's one member down from Holy Child's Academy. They're continuing to hunt. They're gonna thirst the kill here for sure and then hunt down the rest of the PGDN7 squad. They gotta be ready.
One player down. Mukhang tinapos na nga ata yung kill na yun.
Oo. Parang death ball yung ginagawa lang dito. There's 3 of them running together. That's another.
Yeah.
Oo.
One more player to go for team
Ito
number
pa.
12. Yeah. Oh,
That's a full
ayan
wipe.
na nga, na-wipe out na.
And that's gonna be Paradigm Eterna coming from 52 points. Actually, 56 points. Mas malabo for top 4. Pero if they go crazy, it's slightly possible. But I think IDC is gonna see this happen and just back off here. They could go for a fight. They could go for the fight. The circle is favoring them, but it's just phase 1, phase 2. So, hindi naman masyadong worried dito ang Paradigm Eterna.
Pero I think natamaan ng one player ng ating IDCians ang ating Etera. So, not sure if ever nakapag-heal na yung kanilang member.
Mhm.
But as you can see, they're running away from the fight. So, yun na natin.
Mga hindi worth it para sa kanila. They want a better position than they want a chance to fight it out against the Paradigm Eterna team.
Mahirap din kasi kapag na early ang ating IDCians eh. No?
Mhm. Well, no matter what happens, I think they're gonna be within top 4. Pero I guess pride din, no, na
Siyempre, diba?
kasi tied sila ngayon sa sa Red Spartan. Siyempre ayaw
Kailangan
nilang
talagang
Oo.
makita nila na magaling din kami. We can have this
Oo.
game chicken dinner, diba?
Definitely.
Team 4.
So,
Ayan.
yeah, this is still IDCians looking for a good spot here. I think this is in the area around, let me double check, Quarry, no? Area around Quarry. Peeking those.
Trying to scout if ever may mga teams na nakapag-gatekeep na itong quarry area.
Mhm.
Pero as far as you can see, there's no other teams here. So yeah, safe muna ang ating IDCians right now.
Yeah. Looks like it for now. Pero yun yung laging yun yung laging word eh, for now or
For
phrase
now.
for now. Kasi kahit ano. Pero for the time for the time being, wow. Naglabas ako ng thesaurus.
Ayan,
For the time
Digital
being,
Warriors, ayan,
okay.
mukhang pasayaw-sayaw na lang dito.
Medyo chill lang naman.
Yes, chill muna siya.
Then looking
Pero,
at their, mukhang well equipped naman sila. They've got the medkits, they've got the nades
yeah.
up and ready as well. So they don't have to go crazy trying to loot any more than they need to. Yeah, so chill lang, sayawan muna.
Yeah. Pero ayan na, you can see that they're not kind of aggressive right now. So, ayan, mukhang nag-aabang lang talaga sila ng mga teams na pakalat-kalat sa loob ng zone.
Wala pala yung cutie patuti sa lobby na to. It seems like they weren't able to check in for the last game.
Oh,
So for now though, we're only playing with 13 teams right now, which means that that's actually tough for Snow and Friends because that's good for FUR because it means the gap is even bigger, or rather, mas mataas yung chance that FUR gets those placement points and those kill points before they go down, and which means Snow and Friends has to work harder and more aggressively to get into top 4. Meanwhile, Digital Warriors mukhang in the scopes of Arellano Elites.
yeah. Pero they're not, just trying to maybe wait for the zone to close in pa.
Oh. I mean, right now, gana naman yung Sanhok, di ba? Parang yung
Number 1.
That's how. Baka Baka makisawsaw dito sa ano, sa area na to with the Warriors, no?
Yeah. The zone is actually closing in na rin eh. So, baka nga talaga ang mga teams eh going inside the zone na rin.
Yeah.
Pero mukhang nag-iingat pa din yung ibang teams dito.
Can't risk anything, especially right now. I'm sure that how Valiant Esports is in their minds is like we have to prove ourselves, right? We have to do right by the Valiant Esports name.
Yeah.
And so far they've done that. They went top 1 dun sa qualifiers natin. And here in the playoffs, there's a very low chance that they'll get into top 4, but this is still a very good showing. They've shown themselves to be at least ahead of the curve, on above the curve here
Yeah.
for our PUBGM. Here, Arellano Elite. Juicy targets yung mga yan. Pag nakita nila sa kill feed, parang
For sure.
may psychological effect. Ito yung top 1. Kung
Na-early namin to.
kung na-early namin yung top 1, edi, that has to count for something kahit hindi kami maka top 1 dito sa mismong scoreboard.
At least napatay namin yung ano,
Oo.
yung best of the best right now. Kaya yan.
Look at that, FUR. Once again, ito yung strategy nila so far, especially with Sanhok, no? They're just not gonna bother. They're just not going to fight. They're gonna hold out. And yun nga sabi ko sa kanina, yung top left natin sa may hatin, medyo malabo na may team na dadaan doon. Pero if they wanna go the long game, doon ka dadaan. Kasi solo mo lahat ng loot na nandun. So right now, FUR, I'm pretty sure they're stacked with resources kahit wala silang kills.
Yeah. Pero kita mo naman, may bridge kasi dito banda sa FEUR eh. So medyo
Wala
takot
namang-
takot pa sila mag-cross.
Oo.
Kung baka kasi may mga gatekeep nga. Pero
Pero
feeling ko may talagang nag-aabang lang talaga sila ng
Oo.
signal to go inside the zone.
Talagang minimize nila yung risk, diba?
Yeah.
Kasi alam nila medyo contentious yung top 4 eh. Kaya pa silang habulin ng Snow and Friends.
Yeah, kaya
So,
talagang nag-aabang pa sila.
So right now, yung ginagawa nila is increasing the chances na yung Snow and Friends ma-wipe out ng ibang team.
Yeah,
Diba?
yun yung talagang inaabangan siguro talaga kayo ng FEUR.
Oo. Kasi kung nakita nila sa kill feed, yung Snow and Friends na wala na, edi happy sila.
Happy sila, yeah.
Basically secured na yung top 4 spot nila.
Yeah, unless na may ibang teams
Oh.
na nag-gatekeep talaga sa kanila.
But we're gonna have to see though. Kasi I think dahil wala na yung Santorio, actually medyo chill ngayon yung FUR. Yung pinaka magpapa-worry sa kanila, yung alanganin dito is Snow and Friends. Talagang yun yung team na pinapanood ng FUR and they're looking at them kahit hindi sila maglaban eh. Kahit hindi sila maglaban,
Ooh,
if one of those teams gets not wiped out,
Valiant Esports agad
Oh.
against our team, Arellano Elite. Nako, ito na nga, medyo ano din to. Intense
Oh.
game. At mukhang nabawasan na nga dito ang ating Valiant Esports sa player. Oh, 2 down, I think.
yeah. And that's gonna be one full dead here. How's gonna try and wipe out? Oh my God, Arellano Elites. They're the number 1. They're still gonna be in the top 4 after all of this, but
Naubos.
getting wiped out. Naubos nga.
Grabe. Na-down
Yeah.
dito si How. Actually,
na-
How is Kimua.
How napatay nila yung yung Arellano Elites, which means Arellano Elites probably gonna be top 2. With IDCNs being top 1. Wait, no. Red Spartan, no. Arellano Elites. Arellano Elites probably gonna be staying in top 3. IDCNs and Red Spartans still very contentious, no? Kasi pareho silang 133 points nung game 9. FUR could steal top 3 if they survive. Pero habang pinapanood the FUR yung kill feed, nawala yung IDCNs. That's good for us kasi that secures us one more point dun sa standings.
Yeah.
Kasi they have to squeeze out every single point dito eh. Meanwhile, Snow and Friends din, they have to squeeze out every single point. And every kill na hindi na nakukuha is a big sigh of relief for for FUR.
Kaya mukhang talagang medyo passive pa yung ibang players dito para to secure that spot eh.
FUR, they need to stay more aggressive kasi chicken dinner plus 4 points might not be enough. If they, okay.
Ooh.
Paradigm Eterna, mukhang yung mga top 1 natin, hinahabol ng ng ibang teams. IDCNs right now, they're tied for top 1 with Red Spartans.
Wala pa naman ata
Tapos merong,
nagda-down
tas
sa
merong
atin.
digital warrior dito. May USC player tayo dito na nag-chill
Ayan
lang
na nga,
dito.
mina-down na nga isang player.
Mhm. It's gonna be
Mabibigat.
very funny. It's gonna be very funny pag nag-push dito yung Paradigm Eterna. Tapos may nahanap silang member ng USC. Which is mukhang mangyayari dito. Okay, no. They're just gonna skip it. They're gonna go straight for the lodge here. Trying to flank, get one knockdown, gets two knockdowns. Yes, that's gonna. Are they gonna thirst it? Yes, that is gonna be two. One down here. Strix is gonna go down. Nade in return though. Fried is able to take down or knock down one member of Eterna, pero mukhang na-finish off na ng ibang members. Meanwhile,
Hindi ata nila alam ang Digital Warriors ay
yung
dito
isa.
Yung isa
Kasi
talaga,
ano eh,
hindi siya huminga.
feeling ko alam ng last player ng USC na walang point, right? Walang point.
Yeah.
Kung inambush ko dito yung isang membro ng
And
NEU,
actually, he's holding AM249. Talagang madadown niya yung player for
oo.
sure. Ayan na, mukhang, mukhang papasukin na nga ata dito. Isang
Hanap na
player.
siya.
Oh,
The
ayun
jig
na
is
nga,
up.
hanap.
Tapos may libreng libreng LMG pa dito yung
Yeah.
makukuha.
Sayang yun.
Oo. Looks like IDCN survives with one member. Kasi I think itong isolated member nila mamamatay na lang dito. And the thing is, they just have to preserve yung placement points nila. Meanwhile, though, NEU, 7 kills so far, looking strong.
Yeah. 8, actually.
Kind of worried for Snow and Friends kasi yeah, they're only at 4 kills. Wala pa silang ibang nakikitang teams masyado. Pero looking at their resources, hindi naman sila overflowing with resources. They have like what? They have a few energy drinks, they have a few nades here and there, but not really spectacular. I think they just need to get a kill. They just need to get a wipe. A team wipe against someone will basically like double their resources, right?
Yeah. They're just talagang acting, hindi mo
Okay.
na sila nagpapapressure.
Rocky montage, training dito.
Tuner 5, yeah, Snow and Friends.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're just, spectating and trying to kill that
They
stone.
need to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Kasi if FEU doesn't get FEUR doesn't get wiped out like soon, the chances of Snow and Friends are lower and lower. And here against Sage, this is their opportunity to get themselves 4 more points and secure more standings. Pero kailangan nila talaga huntingin yun FEU.
Yeah. Sayang din ang Sage no?
Oh. Top 9. Top 9 is 1 point. Top 8 is also 1. So, getting scary. Kasi after dito, pataas ng
Early
pataas.
na yun.
Oh. Here, Paradigm Eterna, hunting down How. Mukhang may makikita sila ditong isa.
Nako, mukhang makikita dito si Demigod.
Yeah, that's different. May dalawa yata tayong demigod dito sa This is Demigod Ton XDS from How Valiant Esports. Mukhang hahuntingin siya ng members ng NEU Paradigm Eterna. Pero mukhang makakatakas naman siya. Yeah, looks like it. They can't really risk following him too much.
Yeah. Nag-aabang lang talaga sila ng player na, to be open. Yun kasi talaga ang ang aggressive players no. Pag once na may na-down isang player, they take that as an opportunity to push talaga
Or once again, I really, or rather, Snow and Friends, if they want to get the top 4 spot, they really need to step up their game and become more aggressive. Because right now, 95 minus 78, right? That's 17 points of difference between them before this game. So if they have 4 kills, they only need 13 more. Pero the more the teams die na hindi FUR, the more points from kills that Snow and Friends has to get in order to steal that number 4 spot. And this is gonna be very, very risky. Baka ma-flank sila dito ng 4 na teams. And this is Sage on the top left. This is, I believe, Red Spartans, nasa right natin, and How from the south. Meanwhile, FUR, very chill.
FUR ba may kills na? Parang wala pa.
Wala pa. Dito talaga, yung strategy nila, mag-play safe hanggang 3rd or 4th circle. Tapos by 5th and 6th circle, magpo-position sila sa border ng circle na wala masyadong tao. Yun yung strat nila so far. Kasi alam nila that placement points are the way to win against Snow and Friends right now. Like I said, yung FUR wala. I mean, they don't really mind Red Spartans, IDCians, tsaka yung Arellano Elites. I mean, they can stay in top 3. Pero they have to defend their top 4 spot eh. Yun yung
Yeah.
problema.
Yun nga talaga.
That's been the storyline for the past 2 games, 3 games.
Pero you can see ngayon ang Valiant Esports mukhang alam na nila na kahit anong gawin nila. Medyo wala na silang spot. So I think they're going to be aggressive player na lang ngayon. If ever may players dito na dumaan sa kanilang path.
Yeah, I guess they can be a little bit opportunistic here. But
Yeah.
they have to watch then where FUR is eh.
Kaya nga, kita. And then medyo mahina din sila dito dahil nga 3 players to go for our team number 1. So that's a disadvantage for them as well.
Yeah, let's see what How is gonna do here. Valiant Esports with 4 kills under their belt, looking to increase their kill count here just to bring honor to the Valiant Esports brand here. A little bit of a scoping out here against Snow and Friends. Meanwhile, the Red Spartans still chilling on the east side, chilling with a Binchelin. Look at this. Ooh, okay. IDCians.
Third
Oh.
party. We have Valiant Esports team number
This
20.
is actually really bad for Snow and Friends. Kasi kung sila yung sentro ng attention dito sa circle na to, baka delikado. FER they're satisfied eh.
Naku, the zone is already closing in again. Ayan na nga. Medyo magkakabakbaka na tayo dito, guys.
Oo, for sure. Wala kang choice.
Now, yeah, no choice.
NCO
One
Eterna
side
versus Sage siguro. Yung una nating makikita. And let's see how hard they get gate kept here.
Sage.
Yeah. Saan tumitingin yung Sage? Yun yung tanong eh. Kasi baka masyadong mataas yung attention nila dun sa
Ayun na.
FER.
Oh, ayun
Ayun.
na nga.
Nice! Okay, not able to get those shots in. Pero
Sayang
forces
yun.
the prone there. Okay, 2 members
Yeah.
gonna be very, very low. Rinig na rinig to ng ibang teams ah. So alam ng FUR, alam ng IDCians, alam ng alam ng Snow and Friends na may nangyayari dito sa west side ng circle.
Yeah, kita din naman sa ating kill feed. Ayan, they're trying
Okay.
to actually throw smokes na rin and going inside the zone. Pero yung Sage is gatekeeping
Nice.
them.
Okay. This is a very nice smoke though. It means na for the next like 15 or 20 seconds or so, hindi sila pwedeng makuha ni KIX dun sa watchtower na yun. So they can try
Yeah.
to push up a little bit. But this is still very dangerous kasi from behind,
Oh, naku!
gonna be the Digital Warriors? Are they gonna go for the...
Oh,
Okay, they're
di
gonna
na
try and go for the
umabot.
third party
Di na
but
nga.
di sa abot.
Ito talaga yung masakit sa Sanhok eh. It's either you run
Punisher.
towards
Oo.
that zone.
Okay, Eterna.
Yeah.
Okay, NU Paradigm Eterna is gonna get knocked down by Sage. Sage
Yeah.
stabilizes their position here, and this is actually a pretty good situation for them. They're still all members up. They did have to use a few of their meds, but they maintain a 4-man squad with their position. Malapit sa circle, gonna force the other teams to move up. They have the circle's advantage for the next half minute. But here, Snow and Friends,
Ayun na, na-KS
they're
pa nga.
very opportunistic. I love that.
Yeah.
And Snow and Friends actually at 7 kills here.
7 kills, yeah. That's
7 kills. If they can take out FUR, they're in a very good spot to steal away top 4 spot here. Sage shooting it out against the Red Spartans here and watching out for FUR. FUR is actually in a position where they have to put themselves at risk because they actually could just push up onto Sage here. Let's see if they get knocked out. Gonna be very dangerous for them to go in. They're really aggressively jockeying for a position and they put themselves in the middle of
Open,
everyone.
yeah.
No, that's way too open. That's
Yeah,
one
it's
member
too
down.
open.
It's gonna
Oh.
die here for FUR. What happened? Did FUR just
I think they already
eliminated?
wiped. Yeah, I think so.
Oh no. This is Snow and Friends. This is Snow and Friends game to win. All pressure is on them to be up there in the standings. Because FUR, how many kills? That's 0 kills. They're top 6. Top 6 is 4 points.
Nako,
Top 6 is 4 points.
that's too bad.
This means that right now, all Snow and Friends needs to do, I think, is 14 points.
That was
14
actually a risky
points.
move din kasi they pushed and then naka-car pa sila. Tapos open pa without any cover. Nako.
So here's what Snow and Friends needs to get into top 4. They need either 4 kills and top, or they need, okay, so so there's 7 kills right now. They need 11 kills plus top 15, or I can't do the math right now, but they have a chance. They have a good chance. They just have to win top 2 or top 1 with even more kills than what they already have, right? They need 4 more kills in top 1 if they want to get ahead, or 6 or 7 more kills with top 2. But looks like, okay, Sage gonna come up against Red Spartans here. Smoke gonna cover their approach a little bit as KIX goes down. I think that's 2 members. Yeah, Sage is gonna go down here. KIX trying to crawl away. I think he's gonna get hunted down. Yeah, that's Sage going down as well. We only have 2 teams. This is going to be a 4v4 straight. This is their chance. If they win this, they can tie top 4. We can tie top 4 here.
Yan. Sobrang exciting tong last 2 versus the teams of Snow and Friends.
Oh my lord, Snow and Friends here against FUR. Oh wait, is it enough? Actually, is it enough? Kasi I only...
Not quite sure and not
Oh, but they are taking down members of Red Spartans. They've split Red Spartans in 2, and they're actually I think this is a 1v3, 1v2.
Yeah,
So
down
right now,
one,
yeah.
one player.
And they have the angle. They have the angle to go for the res. They just have to be careful about that one remaining member na prone dun sa damo. So they're mating him out. Mahirap
there's
dito.
no smoke, so it's hard for them to... Yan
Oo.
nakita na nga siya.
Oh, that wasn't even down. But now it's gonna be actually a 3v1.
Oh, ayan na nga.
No. Okay, so...
So 2 players against 3?
Yeah. The thing is it enough though? Is it enough? Because I said earlier that they need... Okay, can they get the last... Okay, can he clutch it? This could be the Red Spartans' way to deny Snow and Friends their top 4 spot here. It's gonna be the last stand. It's gonna be a straight up 1v1 med battle, applying the bandage. Is he gonna pull the trigger on it? Is it gonna be Snow and Friends? Is it gonna be... It's gonna be Snow and Friends! They get top 1. And let's calculate how many kills they have. 11, 12, 13. Is that enough is the question. Is that enough? Right? That's the big question. And I'm trying to calculate it in my head. I'm trying to calculate it in my head from the stats from Game 9. Right? So, I mean, we have our prod guys and our marshals to calculate that for us. But I'm so curious. Right?
Grabe. So let's see if Snow and
FUR.
Friends got that spot.
So FUR had
0 kills.
95 points, 0 kills, and they were like what, top 6? Top 6. Top 6 gets them 4 points, right? So that puts them at 99 points after all of this. Meanwhile, Snow and Friends started round 10 with, let me double check. Where I have so many tabs open. They started it with 78 points, right? 78 points.
Yeah, 78.
So they get 15. They get 15 from placements. So they just need 3, 8, 11, 12, 13. Is it enough? Plus 13.
Oh, we got already the top 4. It's here.
Oh my god, they got top 4. They steal away top 4 from FUR. I told, sabi namin ni Kuko, sabi natin din yan, Luna, they have a malabo, pero kaya.
Grabe.
That has to feel so bad for FUR. They got caught off guard. I think na-pressure sila. Diba, nag-kotse sila, tapos nag-push in sila, and they got caught between the middle of like 3 teams.
It's too open din as well. So talaga ni-risk nila yung zone eh. So I think
that's Sanhok, baby. That's Sanhok, baby.
Hindi nila yung zone. Hindi nila naisip na may other teams na naka-surround sa kanila. So yeah, there were 2 open. Sayang. 99 points ang ating FUR. And then 106 ang ating zone.
Sorry, hindi namin masyado diniscuss yung Red Spartans, IDC, and saka Arellano Elise. Pero alam naman natin na top 3 na sila eh. Yung top 4 yung pinaka-contentious eh. Kasi kanina the storyline was, is it gonna be FUR or is it gonna be Santorio?
Yeah, sayang.
Tapos game 9 na early yung Santorio. So it became, is it gonna be Snow and Friends? Is Snow and Friends gonna get the points? Kasi malaki yung difference eh. 17-point difference, they started with that. Pero dahil top 6 yung yung FUR at in that game. Man, they got overtaken by Snow and Friends.
Sayang yun, konting points lang, oh.
Oh, but yeah, that means these are our representatives. These are our Philippine representatives to the Southeast Asian tournament for PvP Esports Regional Championships. We have Red Spartans, top 1 from
Yeah.
Batangas State University. We have IDCians from Iloilo Doctors College. Yeah, Arellano Elite. Oh, I like their logo. Very, very modern. Very, very evocative.
Actually, it's
From
kind of like
Arellano.
a blacklist logo, right?
Oo, from Arellano University, Jose Abad Santos Campus. And of course, Snow and Friends, napaka-cute na logo
Cute
nila
nga eh.
from Tarlac State University, taking away top 4 spot
Yes,
from the
yes.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so comment na yung mga friends dyan ni Snow. You got the
Oo.
top 4. Yeah,
Pinalamig nila dito yung sa tropical na
Oo.
Southeast Asia. Papalamigin nila yung PvP Esports on November
Tama,
14. So,
tama.
whew, that's a very
Grabe.
exciting.
Yeah,
Sobrang
intense game talaga.
Sobrang intense. Sobrang buti lang na-notice ko na yung math posible para sa Snow
Buti
and
na lang magaling ka
Friends.
sa math.
Ngayon lang ako magaling sa math. But of course, yes, that's all we have
Yeah,
to for
congrats
you.
for
No?
that top
Oo.
4. Ayan, nakakatuwa naman. Talagang pinakita niyo yung lakas niyo.
And I hope you guys enjoyed all that collegiate esports action for PUBGM as well. We just got to take these last few moments to thank our sponsors. Of course, none of this would be possible without our sponsors and partners. NCO 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom and Logitech G, and of course, PvP Esports. And of course, the developer for PUBGM as well is Tencent. Whew. Hey, we have been your shoutcasters. I'm Hyron. With me was Luna Sky.
Bye, guys.
And we'll be seeing you
congrats.
guys. And watch out for PvP Esports Regional Championships on November 14 for PUBGM.